But for now, let's go ahead and go over the results from this last week. I'm sorry for the painful aspect of it. We fought Epic Taskmaster, Resurrecting Heroes, and Nornstones. I saw a ton of 2s and 1s when it came to fun level coming in, so I would love to hear from you what you think the fun level was, but also the win rate. Do you think anybody won this? Let me show you the setup real quick. Here it was. So it was absolutely rough. Very, very rough. Even though we had some really great heroes here, it was really rough. So it was very awful. It was Epic Taskmaster is unforgiving, especially if those strikes come in early. He'll buff up the henchmen so much that you can barely deal with them. And with a scheme that cares about escapes, you got a recipe for disaster. So I'm hearing 2.4 fun level, 30% win rate. I was close, but yet so far from winning. Brutal. We had a lower attendance count this week because not a lot of people wanted to go up against Taskmaster and or didn't have villains, but could be either one. And if it was a choice for you, I do not blame you. Let's go ahead and look at the results here. 2.1, 22. All right, would you be surprised if I told you you guys have a win rate that is too high? Here is the win rate for this week. It is 6%. 6%, making it a near impossible setup. I think it might be the lowest rating so far as win rate. The fun level was 1.6. Barely away from abhorrent. We haven't had abhorrent yet, but very, very close to abhorrent. Very terrible. So if you would like to play a near impossible, terrible setup, I mean, have at it. This is the one to play. Hey, Bageltop, I'm currently fighting through the final battle of my first adventure path. Awesome. Which path did you choose? I had it built, but this week was more brutal than Epic Taskmaster. Yeah, I hear ya. You probably had a better time not playing it. So somebody won. The winner was not 0, so somebody won. I hope we do get a break too. Otherwise, we're going to keep going until I've lost to them twice, and then we'll have a break, a built-in break. Oh yeah, you're going through. So Grey Warden did a series of paths that all have a continuing story. So I hope you enjoyed that one. He had a lot of fun putting it together. I know it's a coin flip each time, but we can't lose coin flips. You sure can. I've lost 4 coin flips in a row in real life. All right, let's go ahead and look at the results. So I'm going to probably read all the comments because there weren't that many people and they're fun to read here. So Jay Parnell, who did not win, 30 total rank points there. At least the game only lasted 10 minutes. 8th place goes to Montax, 15 points. Ouch. 7th place goes to Blushing Ether and Silver Fox, 17 points, not a win. 6th place goes to Bernicus, 17.5 points, not a win. This game went from bad to worse. Never felt like I had a chance on hitting Taskmaster because all the attention had to be drawn to the city escapes. Yes, I relate. 5th place Off the Cuff, who did also not win, 18.5 points. I was so excited to see Pure Fury in the starting layer. Then I get 4 twists in a row and I know it instantly can't win. Great feeling, right? 4th place is Red John. 23 points, did not win. And 2nd place is 3rd place. I don't know, the numbers are off. So that's 3, 2, 1. Everybody is up a place, whatever. All right, Ashy there is 23.5 total rank points. Winged Crusader, 29. Nobody won. So the top 3 there, which is Winged Crusader, Ashy, and Red John. Good job taking the longest to win with this game. Not just taking the longest, the points per turn. So nobody won ZP at all. But we still have a top 3. So well done there. So Winged Crusader did get 1st place in turns by surviving the longest. And that's pretty much how you did it. Plus, 1st in points per turn as well, which helped because the game was longer. All right, let's go ahead and go up to setup A. So I'm going to go ahead and unhide this thing. I think this is the right place to do it. Yep, setup A. No, right here. Setup A, 7th place. I don't blame you, Tech Fiend. So, Blushing Ether and Silver Fox, 7th place there, who said absolutely wrecked. They got 11.5 total rank points, not a win. Tied with Red John, they also didn't win. 5 Master Strikes before a henchman showed up. Ouch. 6th place is me, who also did not win. I played this twice, by the way, because I used my streamer privilege to try to eliminate the Mastermind. I couldn't do it. 15.5 total rank points, and no. 4th place was a tie between Off the Cuff and Montax. Neither of them won. Off the Cuff said couldn't ever get going. They got 17.5 total rank points. Let's look at our top 3. 3rd place is Jay Parnell, who also did not win, but did get 19 total rank points by surviving long enough. We were able to keep the city clean for the most part, but Epic Taskmaster is tough. We were still 2 to 3 attack away from hitting him, even once on our best turns. 2nd place did also not win, which means 1st place must be the one that won with the 8%. but this was Sway. 19.5 total rank points. Had a really good start. However, just couldn't get enough consistent attack to handle the schemes. Taskmaster plus plot equals lose. Are you ready to find out how the winner won? They did tell us. It was Snash108 who did win this game with 32 total rank points, 5 escapes. Got very lucky, was able to wall crawl White Wolf's rare by hitting a Spider Infected, then hit Jester and was able to stack the villain deck so that the Master Strike KO would be triggered. Wow. Ended the game with 3 of them in the KO pile. Taskmaster must have hired Deadpool as a substitute teacher while he was out with a stomach bug. That's very cool. Does White Wolf's... I forgot what White Wolf's rare does. Does it KO on an ambush only or no? As an actual effect, right? But well done there, Snash. Getting lucky on that one. But yeah, not... I hope if we face Epic Taskmaster again, it's not going to be against a scheme that cares about escapes. Because if it's not, we might have a shot. But yeah, congrats there. All right. So, we only have a few Masterminds left. We've got a new setup to play. So I'm going to start a prediction. Throw it out there. Who do you want to see today? Who's going to show up today? By the way, thank you so much for the hype train, everybody. That was a lot of fun when we went over the cards. So predictions up for 10 minutes. How will this game go? Let me know. We could see an epic. We could not see an epic. I hope we don't. I really hope we don't. Yeah, William Senholt cannot be epic because he does not have an epic side. He is still in the rotation. We could see Lilith, or our epic Lilith is, not only a nightmare, but if she's paired with the wrong scheme, and you know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say it because it'll happen. It's gonna happen if I say the thing. I'm gonna take a moment, get my bearings about me before I randomize this thing, and I'll get the cards and we'll play a game. How does that sound? That's what we do over here. By the way, if you are here and you are relatively new or brand new to Legendary, please shout out questions about the game right now or during the stream. I'll be happy to answer them. And hey, Flip-Flop, thank you so much for the Prime sub. 13 months of subs for Flip-Flop. Thank you so much for using your Prime sub on me. Could go to anybody, but you spend it here, and that means a lot. Thank you so much. The promo wheel is if you earn enough channel points, you can redeem it. I will spin a wheel, and you'll get to win a promo, an actual one I will mail to you, which is really cool. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna assemble this thing. What were some guesses? Domino, Wasteland Hulk, Smash, Epic, Lilith. Oh, gosh. Not Taskmaster again. We'll see. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, there's good news and bad news. Bad news is Taskmaster again. Good news, it's Epic. It's not Epic Taskmaster, and it's Secret Wars, which means there's other Masterminds. So this could be a good thing. Plus, we got Core Wolverine. We got 3 X-Men with him. 2 other X-Men with him. Yondu and Black Bolt. Utopolis, though. But Secret Wars doesn't care. Does it care about escapes? I don't think so, right? And the Thor Core. We'll see how this goes. Get those predictions in. I forget what Secret Wars cares about as far as evil wins. I do not remember. Let me get the cards. Thanks for the sub, Drufus. Thank you so much, by the way, for helping me out with the gallery. I really do appreciate all that. Yondu can whistle. Rematch. My space music stopped. I'm offended. Okay, there we go. No other yellow heroes for Wolverine. Well, there's Mirage and Yondu. Timer scheme. Okay. I don't know. I think I have a shot. I think I have a shot at this. Now, do you want to see the Masterminds now, or do you want to see them when they appear? Let me know in chat. Because there will be the ones that are... Actually, no. I have to re-randomize the Masterminds because they're going to be ones that aren't restricted. Never mind. So these aren't going to be the matching ones. I gotta do a new randomization from the entire pool every time. And then those will be the ones for you as well. That's right. Okay, Utopolis. And Taskmaster, Thunderbolts. When they appear, we'll randomize from the whole list. Yep, that's true. In which case, I'll have to randomize them after the fact so that you'll know what to put in your game because they all have to be the same. And by the way, since Ollie and Kyla are at Gen Con, I'm going to build Setup B this week, so I look forward to trying to put that together. Which means I appreciate your patience with getting this up after the stream, too. All right, Thor. Hello. Let's get our X-Men. There's Mirage and Wolverine. We just talked about Polaris in the hero ratings. She did pretty well. It'll be interesting to have Polaris and Yondu, who... Yondu has kind of a pseudo-piercing energy. Polaris has actual piercing energy. Flavor for this one, the other Masterminds aren't actually there. It's just Taskmaster mimicking their fighting styles and tactics. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love that so much. That is my headcanon now. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right, Yondu and Black Bolt. I like that it's Inhumans Black Bolt instead of Secret Wars Black Bolt. I've got an online wheel with all the Masterminds on it if you don't want to adjust. That would be amazing. I forget. I probably have a wheel like that too, but I would love to use that. Thank you. So just, thank you. I will use that. I actually closed Discord because I was using a lot of resources. So just send it in this chat. See if it works. It may work. It may not work. I gotta get the scheme too. If you want everybody to know about it, that is. Otherwise, I'll go on there. Yep, there it goes. Okay, cool. I had thought I enabled links and stuff. Okay, where is Secret Wars? I hope it's not one of those schemes I put in a dumb place. Nope, there it is. Yeah, it's a timer. It's a timer, which I kind of welcome here. It'd be worse if it was an escape with this one. With Utopolis here. That'll be fun, though. All right. So we start with Taskmaster. But he has all 4 of his tactics. But the new ones just get 1. I'll try to pick them off when they show up. And then we got the scheme. Yeah, Shards is great for Taskmaster. So yeah, there's some things going for me here. Things going against me, but things going for me. So we got 8 twists in here. I cannot wait to use those new twists. I can't tell you how much I want to use those. I'll probably wear them down. I'll be using them so much. 3, 4, 5. And 2. Count them 2 bystanders that I will not look at yet. All right, will I have one of my classic shuffles? I really hope not. Not with a timer scheme. Yeah, Utopolis is that emote you just put in. But it could be worse. There's many worse schemes for Utopolis. It will hurt some people's scores, though, with all those escapes. And some people, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world if Thor core escape because you don't have to gain them that way. But yeah, Shards are very good for Taskmaster because he gains attack every time you play a card with a certain cost. With a cost over 0, basically. And having some Shards to build up to counter that is great. Also, Polaris' piercing energy will help because you only have to hit him for 6 if you can get enough of her piercing energy. Wolverine can just get a bunch of attack with some low-cost cards, relatively. And he has a little bit of instinct support. We'll see who shows up in the HQ. This, regardless of how this goes, this one looks fun. It looks like a lot of fun, especially considering the randomness of the other Masterminds that are going to come in. All right, predictions right now. 14 people say win, 9 people say lose. You have a little bit of time to get those in if you'd like. And I don't talk about this that much because Nightbot does it for me, but please join the Discord. I'm pretty sure everybody here is in the Discord. If you're not, you should come by. There's 1,000,001 things going on. We're talking about spoilers. We are rating heroes. We have Mastermind brackets going on, which I have to update today. We've got Legacy Adventure and Legacy Arcade, and we've got MCU discussion and all kinds of things. So please come by if you're not there. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you're not in the Discord, come by and say hello. We're very friendly. We don't bite. None of us are Carnage, I'm sure. Everybody types too well, for the most part. All right, villain deck is... I'm so nervous to just leave the villain deck. When should I stop shuffling? Which one is the bad shuffle? I don't know. I'm going to just do one more shuffle, and I'm going to cut the deck, and I'm going to say that's it. I'm very nervous with a timer scheme. All right, hero deck time. I don't assume anybody who was watching is currently at Gen Con. Again, I don't know why you would be doing that. But Let me know, are there any other games besides Legendary that you are following as far as new updates for at Gen Con? The bad shuffle is always the one you're... Yes, it is. Upper Deck has some other games, and I was hearing a lot about Lorcana, which is, you know, doing really well right now. People said the lines were out the door for that stuff. Any other games that you're following and trying to get info on? Carnage has successfully infiltrated... What did you write? Carnage University? That's how I'm reading it. Yeah, that's my shuffle. The line for Lorcana started at 6:30 p.m. tonight, so hopefully they're all watching you right now. Yes, hello Lorcana fans. I'm not playing that. Carnage Con in Universe. Okay. Would you go to Carnage Con? I don't know if I would go to Carnage Con. I'd be kind of afraid to go to Carnage Con. Whatever that would be. Oh boy, I certainly put the hero deck spot real close to my close-up camera, so I might have to move that around. All right, hey, so I'll ask you guys, since I went over all the cards while I'm still doing this shuffle. Excessive swag. That would be great. I would love that play on it. Okay, which individual card or a few cards from the ones we saw today from What If have you the most excited for the set? Because some of them you won't see that often in play, but these ones are like, I got to get the set for this or these few cards. Everybody's got the different play style. Everybody has their different favorite characters, so I'm curious. For me, the ones we saw today, I really want to try Captain Carter's hero set. Looks a lot of fun. And that group of multiple ascending masterminds looks like a blast. I want to take down all the big names I know. So that's what I want to try. Black Widow and Captain Carter. Fair. Black Widow looks like an interesting play on her strategy. Captain Carter looks so much fun. Love the character. Love the hero cards. Because pretty much every card has at least some value on it, right? I love Captain America, so Captain Carter working together, but different is cool. Yes, it's a play on it, which I do appreciate. Okay, starting hands. I got those. Oh, by the way, I look forward to replacing one of my sides. What I'm probably going to do is replace the Hydra side of things with the starter cards from What If. I think that's what I'm going to do. The What If they contrast more, but I can still tell them apart, and they're all going to be shielded, and it'll make a lot more sense. Oh yeah, I want to see more Thor cards, but Party Thor looks like it's a lot of fun, which it should be because it's Party Thor. And there's a few Masterminds I really want to know about. We'll have to wait on those. Boy, I sure take a lot of time to set up. The Hydra cards. I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Soulbind seems like one of those keywords that is going to be even more fun in practice than you can think about. What If also looks like it's going to be interesting. Liberate, I'm not sure yet, but that one looks very rewarding. Okay, any other schemes set up? No, I don't have any, so let's hide that. Okay, so predictions are over. 15 of you said win, and 10 of you said lose, and the points values are very close. So the folks who said lose are a little bit more confident, I think, in that. But we'll see. It's kind of up. I almost said up in the open. That's mixing metaphors, and I can't have that on my stream. I can't do that. Okay, so we got 3 masterminds. I'm going to use that wheel that off the cuff linked to randomize them. When they come up, let me go ahead and go over the scheme so you know why I'm doing that. Make sure I open the wheel properly. Do you have any sound effects in this one? We'll find out, I guess. Oh, you even color-coded it. That's great. All right, Mastermind and Scheme Overview. If you weren't here for last week, here he is again. Taskmaster. Let me actually put this back up. All right, he got 5 attack. Henchmen get +1 attack for each Henchman training stacked here, so I will have to change my Master Strike button. Actually, I shouldn't, because we got other Master Strikes happening. During your turn, Taskmaster gets + attack equal to the highest cost hero you played this turn. Always leads Taskmaster's Thunderbolts. Master Strike, stack this strike next to the Taskmaster as Henchman training. If there are any Henchmen in the city, each player gains a wound. Off the cuff says, I gave each Mastermind's wedge the same color I would give it in my MCU setup spreadsheet. I love that. The attention to detail really kicks it up a notch. That's Taskmaster. Here's the scheme. I do like this scheme. It's like the cousin of World War Hulk, where that one has Masterminds that swap out. This one just adds more and more. So we got Secret Wars. Oh yeah, it's a great way to randomize your games. You don't have to worry about the randomizer doing everything properly, but doing it one by one is suspenseful and fun. So Secret Wars, 8 twists. Twist 1 to 3, add another random mastermind to the game with 1 tactic. Twist 8, evil wins. It is a timer, so it all depends on where those twists are, how fast you can win. And I know those are polarizing, but I hope you do well. I hope I do well today with that. Let's fill up our HQ. But first, see this? You see that? I gotta move my hero deck over, and it's gonna move the whole close-up camera over, so bear with me. It's very close. Okay, I will use that wheel when it's time. Let me actually make sure it's only the last mastermind left that gets final blow. Yes, it'll be the last mastermind remaining. So if you defeat Taskmaster, whatever's left gets the final blow. That will be in the special rules, but good question. Before I spin I'm not going to spin the wheel right now. I just want to make sure it's the proper size. Huge. Oh, actually, I have a wheel button. That should work too. Just so when the time comes, I'm ready before I just start this thing. All right, I don't see the wheel. My wheel button is broken. So yeah, I'm just going to do this, and we'll just spin that wheel there. We'll be able to see it. Okay, hiding this. Setup is uploaded, at least it should be, at gamesetup.bageltopgames.com, or just put in command setup to see that at any time. Hiding this. Who's in our HQ? I'm really hoping it's something I can build off of right away. We're starting with Animal Instincts Wolverine. That's a good... Oh, wait. I grabbed the wrong Wolverine, didn't I? I wasn't even looking. I grabbed X-Force Wolverine. I'm glad I caught it now. I got to reshuffle the whole thing. Or, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shuffle up a Wolverine deck. Anytime I pull one of these Wolverines, I'll swap it out with the top part of that deck, so I don't have to reshuffle the whole thing. Yeah, let me just do that. That'll be a lot easier. I won't have to redo the whole thing. There we are. Okay, here's Wolverine. So every time the Wolverine pops up, I'll grab one from this side. What happens to a Mastermind card when all its tactics get defeated, but there's other Masterminds left? KO'd or into the victory pile? KO'd. Just like it would be a regular game, you don't get the face card. So, probably want to pick the one last that has most VP. Yeah, don't try it at home. Because look what happens when I try it at home. You don't want that to happen to you. Alright, here's the Wolverine stack. I got it off screen here. So, we replace this with Keen Senses Wolverine. Good, it's another Wolverine. Alright, let's keep going. We've got Subtle Attunement Polaris. We've got Declaration of War Black Bolt. Not seeing a lot of synergy here yet. We got Electromagnetic Pulse Polaris, which is a fun one. Then we got Whistling Arrow Yondu there. So everybody except for Mirage has appeared. But Polaris and Yondu have some really interesting synergy here. Not direct synergy, but they can make a fun piercing energy / shard mechanic over here. Those are definitely going on the same side. And I gotta not forget to replace those Wolverines when they come up. If I do forget, please remind me, but I'll try to do my best not to forget that. All right, let's get started. Here we go. Turn number 1, beginning now. Wish me luck, or anti-luck, depending on how you predicted. Turn 1. This first pull is going to dictate the whole game. I'm sure it is. Okay, it's a Thor core. I don't know what that means as far as how what it means for the game. So Thor core have 2+ recruit and an attack or a power of 3. By the way, I'm trying to use the word power now. I just did this whole thing about the difference between attack and power. I'm going to try to use the word power for villains and masterminds number in the bottom right-hand corner. We'll see how long I can do that. So it's got 3 power, fight, gain this as a hero, and then strength, ranged, you get +1 recruit. 5 Thors in a row? Nah, it didn't happen. And, oh, I mean, it might happen. These are not bad early game, especially. I would take these on the range side because if Polaris and Yondu are just doing their special thing, I can get a bunch of recruit from them, and that will be fun. So they come in, and I can fight them this turn, but that's the left-hand side. So maybe I'm going to do, we'll see. Let me go ahead and play what I've got. I got 3 recruit and 3 attack. As far as recruits, I can take Keen Senses Wolverine, which is 1 attack, instinct, draw a card. I really need to see some instinct cards to make this work. Or I can take Whistling Arrow Yondu. Fun one. Gain a shard, ranged, burn any number of shards, defeat a villain with printed VP equal to the number of shards you burned. This can affect a villain with 0 VP or no printed VP. So you cannot use this against the Thor core. The guy on Facebook gave a really good explanation about power versus attack and Pal's stack sidekicks. Yeah, that was you. You gave a really good one, and then Devin came in and explained it as well. Was that you who did the other comment? Because Devin did not mention the power versus attack, but that really did clear it up, so appreciate that. The random guy on Facebook. I like Travel Size answer too. It was very funny about Hellcat. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and recruit Whistling Arrow and fight the Thor core, and this is going to be my range side. So we'll start with that, starting to get some shards early. And we replace with a Break the Silence Black Bolt, who is a decent card for the range side. So I'm going to fight the Thor core and gain them as a hero. Yeah, if you, Gideon White, if you want to link it, that would be cool, so Deadeye can see it. Again, I think link should work for you, if you feel like it. Okay. I would try to say it, but I don't think I would be able to explain it as well as the people who did explain it did. But I do understand the difference now. Okay, we got a 5-1 over here on the right-hand side, so we'll see what happens. Turn 2 is our first twist. So here we go. First Mastermind, additional Mastermind is coming in here. Setup's not bad this week, Dre. I think it's going to be okay. I say that right now. We do not know what Mastermind is showing up. So, add another random Mastermind to the game with one tactic. I'm not using the ones from the randomizer because those are limited to the ones I have not eliminated. So I'm using off-the-cuffs wheel here right now. And whichever one comes up, that is who is being added to the setup. Here we go. I mean, you can rip it. I can, if you want the sound effect, I can send it to you so you can make a little instant button that'll do it. All right, who are we adding? Here we go. Let's see what sound effects off the cuffs got on this wheel too. None. All right, who's it gonna be? Anybody? Oh no. Does this mean I can never fight Indestructible Man? I can't fight him. Have I just lost the game? I can't fight him. Hold on a second. Or do I do the thing where I apply the first villain group because he is in here? I think I do. That would be ridiculous if I couldn't. Yeah, so this will be Utopolis. I have to put Utopolis back in the villain deck to fight him. Or Taskmaster, not Utopolis. Yes. I was so scared for a second. All right, Taskmaster's Thunderbolts have to go back in. So we got both Black Widow Masterminds in here. I was very terrified for a second. All right, let's bring them in. I think your wheel's broken off the cuff. It gave me Indestructible Man. Removing him from the wheel. Yeah, you apply the current one. Forced use piercing. Yeah, I can use piercing on him though, or Yondu's thing. Let me go ahead and find him. That's the first Mastermind. That means you'll have to use him too. It didn't add a new expansion. Let's see which tactic we get. All right, instant Mastermind overview. We've got Indestructible Man. You can't use attack to fight him. By the way, I realized off the cuff, if I use your wheel, there won't be any epic, which is probably better, you know. You can't use attack to fight him. Once during your turn, each of your turns, you may shuffle 2 Taskmaster's Thunderbolts from your victory pile into the villain deck. If you do fight him, Master Strike, shuffle a Taskmaster's Thunderbolts from your victory pile into the villain deck. If you don't, each player gains a wound. Yeah, I don't think she's at 10 yet, but she's getting up there. You use the first villain group in the setup, so the always leads of Taskmaster. That's why. For example, if you were not using the always leads, you'd use the first one to be there. So you do use Taskmaster Thunderbolts, which I'll include in the notes now that he's here. And here's his random tactic. I'll zoom out if I need to later, but here he is. No, piercing energy gets through fight restrictions. It's a confusing one, but it is in there. He does have 6 VP. You can't use it on things like Ego and Ronin who have no printed VP, but yeah. Even if it was, you can't use it to fight him, you can still use it. You can use it to defeat him. The new Frigga scheme says you can't fight or defeat her, so you can't use piercing energy on Frigga during that scheme. Which is interesting. Okay. So, he's not going to gain any more tactics. So hopefully I can just get him out of there quickly before Master Strikes happen. But seeing as how I need to either pierce him or Whistling Arrow him or get 2 Taskmaster's Thunderbolts, I'm probably going to encounter some strikes first. 5 recruit here. Final blow is only going to be for the last Mastermind standing correct. Because it is the final blow. It will be the final Mastermind. That's how you remember. So we didn't look at Declaration of War yet, or the other Black Bolt card. 2 attack, and then Inhumans, gain the throne's favor. If you already have it, you may spend it to reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Put each of those cards with no rules text into your hand and put the rest back in any order. Not really great for this setup, but I am going to have to do something with these Black Bolt cards, and at least you get to look at the top 2 cards of your deck. I guess that's something. We've also got Break the Silence, which I think I want to keep for the range side of things. 2 recruit. 1 recruit, you may KO one of your cards with no rules text, which is your starters. And then ranged, gain the throne's favor. If you already have it, you may spend it to get +2 recruit. Yeah, I really want this with the ranged cards. It synergizes so well with all that. So I'm not going to take Break the Silence. I could take Keen Senses and hope for more Instinct, because I don't think I want Keen Senses on the other side. So Declaration of War is such a dead card. And I might have an escape, though, with all the ambushes. Okay. My gut is telling me, since I'm not going to have a lot of recruit next turn, to take Keen Senses and maybe an officer or something. And then I'll have free recruit, and I can probably get another Wolverine if he shows up. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with my gut here. Go with Keen Senses for 2. Maybe another one if another one shows up. And we got Nightmare Wolves, which I definitely cannot afford. So I'm going to take an officer. If I'm lucky, I'll get an Instinct officer, but I probably won't. No, it's a standard officer. I could have taken Break the Silence, but I didn't want to, and I made my choice here. All right, moving over. Hey, thanks, Dre. I'll do my best. So here's a 5 and 1. Yep, because we had 3 and 3. We're having opposite hands, but the uncommon 5 and 1s and 3 and 3. All right, turn 3 is going to be... Oh, no. This looks like a shuffle I'm not very happy about. Here comes Mastermind number 2 right off the bat before a single Master Strike has been played. It's that shuffle I was worried about, and it's happening. Here we go. Where's the wheel? I lost it. All right, second Mastermind being added to the game. Here we go. Let's spin. So many colors. Is it going to be... Come on, give me a break here. Oh. Okay. I was worried it was going to be Illuminati for a second. That would have been much worse. This is less bad than the Illuminati. All right, let's get Immortal Emperor Zheng through. Where is he? There's too many Masterminds now. I can't find him. There he is. Okay. Here we go. Wheel has been spun. That's done. Here he is. So he's got 7th Circle of Kung Fu, which means he gets +7 attack unless I have or played. I think it's have? I'll have to check. A card that costs 7 or more. Oh, but maybe it's played. I honestly don't remember. Someone's going to correct me. Another Eye Mastermind. A lot of eyes, yeah. Master Strike. Each player reveals a card, hero that costs 7 or more, or they discard down to 3 cards. That's rough. It's half. Okay, thank you. I forgot. I wasn't sure. Reveal. That's right. Thank you. I like these are fairly achievable villains for Taskmaster to mimic, unlike Galactus or Thanos. I mean, don't say that. There's one more Mastermind that's probably going to come in. Thank you for the water. I really needed that. For all this, everything. I've been going nonstop since the card reveals early and getting those ready to the stream, so I did really need that. Okay, here's his one tactic. I'm gonna put it here. I don't want to zoom out unless I absolutely have to. But there we go. There's Mastermind number 3. I could just time out this whole thing. All right, so here's our 5 and 1. Like I said, nothing to do for 1 attack, and this is my range side. I think the smart move here is to start with Polaris, the Piercing Energy, draw a card. Let's see what I can end up KOing and what comes in here. All right, we got another Wolverine. I got to replace with the correct Wolverine, and it is a Frenzied Slashing Wolverine, which is good for the other side, who's about to have not the amount of recruit I need to get it. That's okay. So yeah, Indestructible Man and Zheng Zhu are Masterminds that it's hard to hit early, because, you know, you don't have the rare card to get through Zheng Zhu's circle, and you don't have the cards you need to shuffle back in to hit Indestructible Man. Taskmaster kind of has that problem too. Not necessarily, though, because if you hit him before any Henchman training... Oh, not the Henchman training. It's the cards we played this turn. So, he's a little better at hitting early if I can do it. And yes, Utopolis can give you another Mastermind. So, just one, right? With it's Warrior Woman, right? So I can have a max of 5 Masterminds in this setup at once if I do everything horribly, or it just happens to me. Oh, look at that! I got all grays again. That means the hand after that should be wonderful. That's how it goes, right? Okay, here's our 3 and 3 on turn 4. Unless Bastion is the third. Don't bring that in here, please. We've got our first strike, which I'll put up here. So everybody's gonna do that. Now, you get to choose which order the Master Strikes happen in. So Ash, you do have to use the Masterminds that came up, but you pick a random tactic. So that's the fun random part of it, because that makes it more interesting. So I can do these in any order. I don't think it changes anything if I do them in any order. So this is, every player's going to discard down to 3 cards. I'm going to fail. Each player gets a wound. And then Taskmaster just increases his training. Nothing else happens. Because the Thor core are shuffled into my deck. So they can't... Oh, yeah, so they can't come back in. Oh, they wouldn't come back in. It is the... Oh, his tactics put him back in, right? His villain group does. Oh, yeah. So his Thor core is great for the Taskmaster Thunderbolts because they can't come back in. I forgot about that. The extra Mastermind need to appear in the same order or same Masterminds that randomly enter. For the League, they have to appear in the same order because they're going to be the same ones I got in the same order. But I'll put all that in the special rules. All right, let's go ahead and trigger them. Doesn't matter which order in this particular case. Here we go. Stack this strike as a henchman training. If there are any henchmen in the city, each player gains with. Because we've got... Can you all remember that Master Strikes here means henchman training? So I don't have to add another tracker. I think we can all be on the same page there. So nobody got a wound. And I'll put dice on the henchmen so we can remember as well. So Indestructible Man's Master Strike. Shuffle a Taskmaster's Thunderbolts in. If you can't, each player gains a wound. Can't do that, so each player gets a wound. And they're going to be 2 standard wounds this time. But early wounds like this, and a lot of them, not the best. And we finally got Zheng, who's going to severely nerf my hands, which I really didn't want. So each player reveals a hero that costs 7 or more. Can't do that, or discards down to 3. Got 3 card hands for probably multiple turns after each strike that happens, and I don't like that. This is going to really hurt. So I can't fight anything that makes my decision easy this turn. I discard all my troopers here on the right. And on the left-hand side... I got 3... I'm probably going to use my 3 recruit to get Black Bolt, so I'll discard 2 troopers and an agent. I don't know. It's still early. 3. I'll keep 3 agents over there. All right. Now I don't have anything to recruit here from the HQ, so I'm going to get another... I want another Maria Hill. I really have to get a rare card when it pops up to fight Zheng. So I'm going to go with that. And again, hopefully I get an instinct one to get Wolverine's effect later. No, another Maria Hill. Double Maria Hill recruit turns. That's all I got. That's all I got for you. That's it. If I do play this game again, I'm going to use the same Mastermind in the same order. I can't change it now. Unless you decide I should mix it up, in which case we all use the one from the second game. Could be a lot worse, though. But hopefully I win this one, so I don't have to do that. You can't lose. There you go. Big brain move. You can't lose points if you don't have any in the first place. Here's the shuffle. Give me something better than the other shuffle. That's worse. That's objectively worse. All right, here is my 3 recruit on turn 5, and it's another Master Strike. At least this hand can't be nerfed further, and at least Taskmaster won't give a wound. So, you know what? I'm not mad at that other Master Strike at all. Let's do everything else again. Another henchman training. It's going to buff up those Thor core, which is annoying. But no wounds, so no henchmen in the city. So that's good. Kind of. Indestructible Man does give out wounds, so that's annoying. So we got a Grievous spreading nanovirus on the right-hand side. And finally, we got Zheng, who's only going to nerf the other side. That didn't have a great hand anyway, so I'm not too upset. So can't discard down to 3 over here. And right-hand side discards the wound, and I'll get rid of the soldier and another operative. That's my best option here. Early strikes are not great for Taskmaster, but they're not great for him when it comes to the training. It is good for him when it comes to no henchmen being in the city. The others are also decent for... they want you to have early strikes. All right. I told you I did an extra shuffle and I cut the deck and still no success. 3 recruit. I'm going to go ahead and pick up Break the Silence, which does have a when recruited effect. You may KO one of your cards with no rules tech, so I will KO the Shield Agent. I love when recruited. It's a very simple, elegant, yet fun keyword. So that's for me. Yeah, it's gonna. This is one of those schemes where I got to replace that. It's one of those schemes where the very last twist is the one where you lose. It's 8 out of 8, so hopefully that last one is down there. Okay, so this is a illegal Wolverine. We got to replace it with Keen Senses. Let's go. I did do a KO, which is nice. I don't think there's a lot of KO power. I think Taskmaster's Thunderbolts and Utopolis might have some KO power. I can't remember. Utopolis might speed it up. Yep. We'll see. Utopolis is rough with Taskmaster because with those buffed up henchmen I can't hit, they're just going to push them right out of the city. But that means I won't have to gain them, so we'll see. Yeah, I shuffled the wrong Wolverine in, so I have this stack of the correct Wolverine. Anytime one comes up, I'm just replacing them. So I don't have to redo the whole hero deck. That's what happened. Long day for me. Give me a break. Turn 6 is another Thor core. So these Thor core have 2 henchman trainings, which means they get +4 attack. No, that's Epic Taskmaster. Luckily, they only get +2 attack. Oh, that Epic Taskmaster was really rough. Just +1. So they're at 5, which is so much more manageable than 7. They're at 5. Still hard to hit. Possible to hit right now. I got 3 recruit on the right-hand side. I'm really trying to make a Wolverine deck happen, so I am going to go ahead and pick up this Keen Senses for 2. I'm really trying. There's another illegal Wolverine, so get out of here. Yes, all right, getting a lot of, and that's great for the wounds healing factor. It was a Deadeye who said this. I like the idea that the extra Masterminds are just Taskmaster copying their fighting style. So it's just all Taskmaster, if you want to think about it that way. He knows Kung Fu, like Neo, and he also knows whatever Indestructible Man knows how to do. I don't know what that is, but he knows it. He knows how to do it. I wish I got 3 different fighting style Masterminds. That would have been great, but I don't know. I don't know what he does. We're going to actually have a card soon that says I know Kung Fu. Did anybody find Legendary Encounters the Matrix today? It's out in some stores. Did anybody actually find it? I was looking for it. His shield. Yeah, I guess. All right. Turn 7. Bystander, going right to the Thor core. Too bad I can't use the Liberate keyword now. All right, Whistling Arrow is just going to give me a shard, but that's great. I'm going to see how many blue shards I can use before I run out. They're easy enough to see right there. There's 1 blue shard. Can't burn any. I've got 2 attack, which isn't going to go anywhere, so I won't even bother. And I got 3 recruit, which won't get me any of these. So I don't think I need a officer over here, although if I got a ranged one, that would be amazing. But I got 2 up Marias. I can't bank on it. Plus, I got plenty of recruit coming from the Thor core, so I'm going to take a sidekick. Plenty of ranged sidekicks. This is not one of them, but I do love a standard sidekick. 1, 2, 3. There's Polaris, and I got Thor core, so I need another Thor core or another strength card to trigger that, which I don't have right now. So Piercing Energy is wonderful for henchmen, except the Thor core, and I guess the Hydra base, but not great. You'll use the same Masterminds I get. You will just randomize their 1 tactic. All this will be in the special rules for you. But I know some people like to play right when I'm playing, so I appreciate the asking of it. They are the only source of strength in the setup, aside from special cards I might recruit from the Psychic or Officer stack. But yes, I'll get more of them. Oh, there's a wound. How nice. How delightful. And not a lot of KO power yet. I need more of them. That's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5. I can pick up Frenzied Slashing unless a certain thing I'm not going to say happens. And, okay, there's Wizard. Could have come at a worse time. Ambush, charge 3 spaces. So he's going to enter and go 1, 2, 3, pushing the Thor core to the sewers. He could have come in at a much worse time. Thank goodness I saw him now. I think there's a second one, right? Patrol the bridge if there's a his fight effect. Patrol the bridge if there's a villain there. Each other player gains a wound. Escape, each player gains a wound. So, let's do it. He comes in, ambushes, charge 3 spaces. 1, a 2, a 3. So there we are. Look at that. Both 5 attack villains. Not close to fighting that. Only, I could pierce him for 3. 3 shards with Yondu or 3 piercing energy. I don't really have either right now. But let's focus on my recruit. I'm still trying to make Wolverine happen, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up Frenzy Slashing, which I didn't show you yet, I don't think. 2 attack, instinct, draw 2 cards. This is a great card. I'm going to recruit it right now. I want to make it work. I really do. Yeah, when we do our tier list of villain groups and villains, he's going to be up there, I think. The tier list for things that aren't heroes, or sidekicks or officers, are going to be how tough they are in any given randomized setup. So yeah, he's going to be up there. That's a rough charge, but luckily he showed up early. He showed up a little too early. He is, if you don't care about the escapes, he is great at clearing the city. The Utopolis are very rough. And I might have to deal with Hyperion. I don't know who the last Mastermind is going to be. Question, I did the scheme where we divide the villain deck in 2 and each player only has 1 space to fragmented realities, right? For villains. In a case where a villain charges, will he escape? Nope, he definitely escapes. He charges right out of the small city. Absolutely. You thought it was going to be easy on you. He ambushes and just immediately escapes. Utopolis is rough with schemes like that. Okay, turn 9. Also with the baseball scheme. Another Thor core, another beefed up Thor core, which is making me nervous because there's more Utopolis coming. And I can't pierce them. I don't have enough attack. But, man, everything's so expensive, too. I can draw a card, though, so I'm going to do that. Let's play the Thor core first for 2 recruit. Now we're going to play Polaris. She gives me 2 piercing energy. Here's my fancy piercing energy die that I can't really use on anything. Wizard is 3. And draw a card, triggers from the Thor core. So give me something good. Nope. This has suddenly turned into a potential rest turn. Because I don't have any wound canceling over here. I could either take Black Bolt here, or I could rest my 2 wounds. When there's 2 wounds with a small deck and not a lot of wound getting rid of ability, I think a rest is very warranted. You can't defeat Thor core with piercing energy because they have no printed VP. Correct. Yeah, this is a rest. I think that's the only 2 wounds I've got, so I'm definitely going to rest right now. Even though the city is scary. So let's rest them away. By the way, you can do that if you don't fight or recruit anything this turn. That includes fighting with piercing energy and all kinds of fun things. But you can pay recruit and attack for things that you need to pay for, but I don't have any of that right now. Okay. I can gain shards, all that stuff. I got rid of my wounds. I got some attack, but boy, do I need more. Only 3 attack, and fortunately, the henchmen are too buffed. And there we go. Here comes Mastermind number 4. And then nothing happens till Twist 8 when it comes to this game twist. Because this is rough enough already. Alright, final one. Final Mastermind for this game, and the one you're going to be using. There's Zheng. Let's remove him. Spinning the wheel. Here we go. I'm so nervous right now. You have no idea. Oh, no. Ow. He's not so bad without his villain group, but still. All right, we're getting some fear itself in here. I don't think anybody would have guessed this. He's also got weird... He's like Taskmaster and has weird conditional stuff. All right. Here he is. Yeah, henchmen have no EP. That's something, I guess. Yep. All right. He's got 7 attack. His master strike is demolish each player. That's rough. Then stack this strike next to Iron Man. Uru-Enchanted Iron Man has a Uru-Enchanted weapon for... Ooh! Does anybody know why this is great? There's a reason why this is amazing when it comes to Taskmaster. Read carefully. Stack this strike next to Iron Man. Uru-Enchanted Iron Man has a Uru-Enchanted weapon for each strike stacked here. So if I choose to do Taskmaster's strike first, and then I do Uru-Enchanted Iron Man strike, guess where the strike goes? Out of the henchman training stack next to Taskmaster, and they go next to Iron Man. At least I think so. I could be wrong on that. Oh, this is confusing. I forget. I want to hear what you guys think. Because they're not stacked next to Taskmaster anymore. They're stacked next to Iron Man, right? It's like if you have a strike that goes somewhere weird from a certain Mastermind. Like if you do Galactus last, there's no stack next to the Mastermind because that goes into the city. Well, you definitely stack next to the first one, but then you move it to the next one. Either way, I can choose which one it goes to, I believe. It can't be stacked next to both of them. I'm honestly not 100% here, so we'll do a ruling on it if there's no answer. Anyway, let me pick his random tactic. Either way, yeah. Whether I put it next to somebody else first and leave it there, or it moves to somebody second, it's going to only go next to one of them, I believe. 2 different locations, yeah. I'm sure people are looking it up right now, but we'll see what happens when we get there. So I really don't want to zoom out. Let's see if I can get away with it. 1, 2, and 1 tactic. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just. I gotta zoom out. I gotta do it. This is too cramped. Okay. There's 1. I could, but I'm gonna put I don't want to put my dice on him. Or I guess not a big deal. So Uru-Enchanted weapons are very complicated. I guess it's fine. I'll put my dice on them. I don't care. I don't care too much. So they're tricky. Let's see if I can remember without having to look it up. So when you choose to fight this enemy, you have to commit to using a certain amount of attack. Or no, you generate as much attack as you can, and then you fight him. And then you reveal cards from the top of the villain deck equal to the number of Uru-Enchanted weapons they have. They get plus attack equal to the number of victory points that you reveal. And then if you're able to still have enough attack to fight them, it goes through. If you don't, you lose all your attack points and you can't fight anymore this turn. I think that's how it works. Yes, he will let me tuck cards, plus the Thor core do not have VP, so it makes it a little easier to hit him, probably. But I might want to strategically leave him out so I can not have such a high henchman training. But right now I'm leaning towards... I always think that it's Batman and Iron Man's card art. Where Hawkeye is? Oh no, on the left! Who is that? I forget who that is. Is that supposed to be Wolverine? Yeah, it's Batman. It's Batman. Alright. Anybody successful in looking up that thing about the Master Strikes? This might be in the FAQ. Anyway, I completely forgot what I was doing. X-Force Wolverine with the Uru-Enchantment. They all look different at that point. Okay, let's take my turn now. That's all 4 Masterminds. You're going to have fun with this. I've only got 3 attacks, so I can't hit anything, so I won't even play those cards. I've got 4 Recruits, which we'll put right here on Indestructible. Man, he won't mind. Okay, this is my instinct side, so I'm going to go ahead and take Healing Factor. I still have wounds, and I'm probably going to get more. Increasingly more, actually. And there's another instinct. That's Mirage. That's a good one to get. Got a couple Mirage out here. That's all I can do. Stay. Good Mastermind. Yeah, so I'm pretty confident the way it works is the Master Strike will go to a different place each time a Mastermind does something with that. So if I fight Taskmaster first, or I trigger Taskmaster's Master Strike first, it goes next to him, and then Indestructible Man's, it'll go next to him because it's the same Master Strike. I'm pretty confident that's the way it works. I think that's how I've done it in the past for certain situations. Anyway, moving over. That's my next hand. And we will probably have to deal with it unless I can get rid of one of them, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. All right, turn 11 is Joystick. So the Taskmaster's Thunderbolts are a bit nerfed with the Thor core. Ambush. Choose a henchman from any player's victory pile to enter the city. In this setup, there will never be a Thor core in the victory pile because they are gained as heroes. So that's pretty nice. Give me a little bit of a break. Otherwise, I might have had a full city by now. Although, otherwise, I might have been able to... No, that would have been the case. Okay. Let's draw 2 cards with the sidekick. Draw 2. We've got Agent. And yes, another ranged. So I get to pick. Do I want to gain the Throne's favor? Or do I want to burn a number of shards I can take out Joystick for 2 piercing energy, or I can just take her out for 2 attack and a shard, in which case I can gain the throne's favor. Probably that latter is the better idea. Let me just read it real quick. Burn any number of shards, defeat a villain with printed VP equal to the number of shards you burn. So I think I'm going to just fight by spending the shard in 2 attacks. Just because the city's getting a little full. Is there a way other than shield undercover to get a hero in your victory pile? Yeah. You can cancel the fight effect of a Thor core by using the nullifier, right? Or is that just ambushes? Or is that Tigra? Or who cancels fight effects? There's some other ways too, I believe. I'm going to play Whistling Arrow first. I will gain 1 shard. Yeah, the Jean Grey scheme's one way to do it. Then we got Break the Silence. It's hard to do, but there's some situations where it can happen. And I gain the throne's... Where's my little throne? Here it is. So I got shards and the throne's favor, making it's not complicated at all. I'll put 1 little shard in the throne because it is King Shard. And I can spend it to get +2 recruit the next time I play this, if I activate it. So I've got 3, 4, 5 recruit, and I've got 2 attack that I do need to play. I'm covering up. I can't fight him anyway. You can just get covered. Let's clear the city a bit. I wish I had 1 more shard. I will spend a single shard to get 1 more attack to hit Joystick. And her ambush failed, and she has no fight effect. Okay. Now, for 5 recruit, do I want to take Dreams Made Real over here on the left-hand side, or do I want to take Declaration of War to do Throne's Favory stuff? This is 2 attack Moonlight. You may discard a card if you draw a card, and Sunlight does nothing. And, yep, that's true. 1 more to hit him and get rid of him. It is almost full Sunlight right now. I don't know what card I'm going to pull up. If there's more odds and evens than... more odds and evens in the HQ, it's Sunlight, other way is Moonlight. It is a range card. I could probably make it Moonlight soon, and I do have to refresh the HQ. But, Declaration of War is also 2 attack, and I don't have any cards that are not started with no rules tech, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up Dreams Made Real anyway. We'll see what pops up. Maybe I'll get a Psychic instead. Okay, there's a rare, which is not going to be rare Wolverine. It's going to be whatever I pull from Wolverine, and it's not a rare, which is probably for the best. I would have done it the hard way and buffed Iron Man with Henchmen. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do that, but you could. But there's a way I could see that both being the case if they're both stacked next to the Mastermind. Okay, here's why. No, it says stacked next to here. Because cards that say stack next to the something or do something with the something, you pick the thing. But I still do want to look it up. I got 2 recruit left. Let's get a sidekick. That sidekick is a range sidekick. It's Rusty Collins. Give me some desperately needed KO power, hopefully. Yeah, some people just want to play the toughest setups they can, and we'll lean towards making it the toughest. We've got like 36 viewers right now, and that's blowing my mind, so thank you everybody for being here and enjoying some Legendary in an evening with me. What's the lore of why Taskmaster has Uru Iron Man? He stole some Asgardian metal. That's lame. That's all I got. He stole a suit. Yeah, his suit's a little more. Okay, cool. I got Whistling Arrow back. If you haven't read the Fear Itself storyline, it's not that many comics, and I really did enjoy it. Yeah, the Thor core here because he stole some Uru. That's right. And he's learned Kung Fu, and he got Indestructible Man's shield. Uru-Enchanted tab. Oh, no. That's basically kind of what I'm fighting here. Turn 12 is another Thor core. All right. That's awful. Yeah, I'm gonna have a slew of escapes. I'm gonna have Utopolis come in and ruin everything, aren't I? I should brace myself for that. This Grievous Woman I can pass over to the other side, but this is the side with a Wolverine, so I'm not gonna do that. I will spend 3 of my 4 recruit on Empathic Link Mirage. Keeping going with the Instinct. Keeping it pretty simple. 2 recruit when a card effect causes you to discard this card set it aside. At the end of this turn, add it to your hand as next card. Works better with the other Mirage, though. But it is an instinct shield officer otherwise, which can trigger Wolverine. So I still will take her over here on the right. And we got another Wolverine replacement. This time, healing factor. Another one. And I will not pass the wound over. I'm so worried about this city. Maybe left side can do something about it. It's indestructible kung fu. Yes, that's what's happening here. Okay, I've got 5 attack if I want it this turn, so I can take out a Thor core, but we'll see what happens here. Oh, that's 2 cards. Not the bottom card, top card. Oh no! Everything happens, and it's the worst kind of everything happening. Okay, now we kind of have to know, so I got to make a decision. I'm guessing nobody found an answer. I'm going to do a quick Google just to be sure. I'm just going to search multiple Masterminds, legendary, Master Strike card. We'll see what comes up. Adding a new Mastermind. Here, what happens to cards like Master Strikes when they move elsewhere? Oh, don't feed the green answered. Oh, someone's saying use a proxy? That doesn't seem right to me because it's just one card, right? There's not more than one Mastermind. I don't know the answer to this one. He's busy. I'm looking at this this Reddit thread, and Reddit is broken right now. It is totally broken. Okay, if there are multiple Masterminds in play, then the player using the ability chooses which one to affect. If no player is using the ability, the player chooses... Yes. My question is, if the Mastermind is... Can it be stacked next to both of these Masterminds at the same time? Or does it literally have to be stacked next to one of them, meaning it can't be stacked next to both? That's the answer I don't have. And I'm only going to search for it for a little bit. Because I don't want to take too long doing this. So I am going to leave it up to you. This is one of those poll questions. Okay, so let me do a new poll here. So, question. What happens to the Master Strike? The context is multiple Masterminds. It's stacked next to all Masterminds. My keyboard stopped working. Bad timing. Did it just die? I think my keyboard just ran out of batteries. All right, I gotta make a decision then. That is amazing. That is the best timing. That is the best timing I've ever encountered. Yep. Yep, it just died. Never mind. Oh boy, long day. I did too much typing. All right, I'm gonna go with what I initially said, and this is how we're gonna play it. The Master Strike stops at the last destination it needs to go to. So if I wanted it to be next to Uru-Enchanted Iron Man, I'd have to trigger that strike after Taskmasters and vice versa. And that's how you're gonna do it. And if we find out it works a different way after the fact, whatever. At least we're playing with the same rules. So what I want to do is stack this next to Iron Man so that Taskmaster does not get an additional henchman training, which means I am going to have to track it down here. So let's trigger... yeah. All right, let's trigger Taskmaster's Master Strike first. So first, the actual card goes next to him. So here are the Master Strikes. The first 2 are next to Taskmaster's henchman training. The third one is also next to him as a henchman training. For now, if there are any henchmen in the city, each player gains a wound. So that happens first. There are 2 wounds that go out. Wonderful. Okay. So now, for demolishing each player, I probably want to do Zheng Zhu's before I demolish, right? No, I want... So what do I want to cut my hand in half first? Or maybe discard cards. It may not even matter. So we're going to go ahead and do Iron Man's right now. Because I'll have to discard probably my best stuff anyway. All right, demolish each player. So to demolish, you reveal the top card of the hero deck, and if any player has a card that matches that cost, you discard that card. So here we go. A 3 cost, which is gonna save this side, not the other side. So this Mirage gets tucked to the bottom. Left-hand side has to discard Maria, I'm pretty sure. Yep, I lose Maria on the left-hand side. And then the strike moves next to Iron Man, who has 1 Uru-Enchanted weapon. So that's how I'm going to do it. And I will track the Henchman training down there, too. So I don't forget and we don't forget. Now we're going to go ahead and do Indestructible Man's Master Strike, which is, okay, I can actually do this. I can shuffle the Taskmaster's Thunderbolts into the villain deck. I have to, by the way. I don't have a choice. So here goes a joystick back in. But at least each player doesn't get a wound. Yes, because they don't have print of AP. Those are going to help. And I just made the game last a little longer by shuffling that back in. Just a little. Kind of a little. Maybe I should keep Indestructible Man around as long as I can so all his strikes happen, so he keeps extending the game. Because he only has one tactic, so that one speeds the game up, but there's only one. And then Zheng Zhu's the last one, who's the one that really hurts here. Okay, I don't have any heroes that cost 7 or more, so I discard down to 3 cards. He's awful against the spiders, by the way. But they can at least draw what they need. So I need to hit things. So if I keep... Trooper is... Yes, if Taskmaster is gone, there's no more Henchman training. But it's hard to hit him, of course. But you gotta get through all 4 tactics. Okay. Not 4 non-Henchman ones to make it work. Yes. All right, so if I keep this, I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have enough to take out a Thor core. Yep, so I'm gonna get rid of the 3 I just said. Right-hand side, getting rid of the wound. I have like no cards because I got demolished anyway, so 3 attacks gonna do literally nothing, so I might as well keep the 2 operatives, to be completely honest. Unless something comes in, I'm gonna be pretty foolish. Feel pretty foolish if I can't hit for 3, but who knows? I'll keep the 2 recruit because I might have a dead turn with nothing to do. Okay, that is all of them. Let me go ahead and add a Henchman training to the tracker, because now there's a difference. There's a lot to keep track of, so bear with me. Go. And I'm going to count Uru-Enchanted weapons, too. All right, keeping track of both of those. Yep, I demolished. Left side lost nothing. Right side lost the Maria Hill. But thank you for keeping me on my toes. So let's go ahead and switch to this, and I think that's everything we got to track. All right, so let's up those numbers. There are 3 strikes played, 3 twists played, 1 henchman training, or 2 henchman training, sorry, and 1 Uru-Enchanted weapon on Iron Man. And that's how I'll track this stuff. Okay, now I can take my turn. Let's start with Rusty Collins, maybe getting some KO power off of this. 1 attack. Investigate your deck for a card that costs 0. KO it or discard it to investigate. You reveal the top 2 cards of your deck and see what applies. They're the same. So you take 1 card, I will KO it. The other one, you can choose to return any cards that don't match the investigate to the top or bottom, or bottom. So they're going to the bottom. That one's going to the bottom, and then Rusty goes away. It was very useful. Whistling Arrow, I can pierce something, but I don't have the shard because I spent 1, but it's okay. I'm going to get 1 more shard. I won't burn anything. I'm going to actually spend them now. 2 attack. Wait, did I miss something? Why did I calculate 5 attack before? I just probably messed it up. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, I have 2 right here. That's why. No, that was from the Trooper, right? I played 1 Rusty. That was 1 attack, and the Trooper for 1 more attack. Yeah, I think I just had 4 attack. I discarded 1. But I didn't play that. Oh, I discarded it and I just didn't calculate it in after the fact. Yeah, that's what happened. So I only get 4 attack if I spend my shards. That's what happened. That's a big bummer. So yeah, that means I can't really do anything, even if I spend both of my shards. And right side's not going to do anything, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to have an escaping Thor core with a bystander, which really, really hurts. I can't pierce anything for 2. Pierce anything, so yeah, that's it. That's it. Only 90% attack between 4 Masterminds. Yeah, but they're mean. Okay, that's all. You can't do anything. An escape is in my near future. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this Polaris 2 VP piercing energy doesn't really do much at all right now. Let's move over. It feels silly if I got a villain I could have hit for 3. And I didn't. Still wouldn't have been able to do it. Doesn't make me feel that much better, though. I got Jack-O-Lantern. Fight. Choose a henchman from any player's victory pile to enter the city, which is not going to happen. Escape. Each player with fewer than 2 henchmen in their victory pile gains a wound. But I'm probably going to have my first escape with another discard. I'm so tired of discarding cards from my hand that aren't Mirage. She would have been great for that. I got 2 recruit. Let's get a sidekick and call it a day. 2 recruit, spend it. You know what the drill is, and I get a sidekick. So, give me a better new shuffle. I think I can still survive, but boy, is my score not going to be good. I can have a bunch of escapes and still win because it's a timer scheme. Yes. Watch him come up right now. I'm just trying to eliminate Taskmaster, so one half of me would like to get a good score, one half of me doesn't care and just wants to eliminate Taskmaster, but yeah. That would be a lot of escapes. Although it would be a nice HQ refresh, so there's that. That would be a little optimistic way of looking at it, right? Okay, got 2 keen senses. I get to draw 1 card from the 2 keen senses. Give me something good. Turn 15. Dr. Spectrum. So it is a charge. Could have been a worse charge, but it's still a pretty bad charge because Wizard's going to escape. So let's go ahead and take care of this. He's got, by the way, ambush charge 1 space. Doesn't happen yet. First he enters the city, which causes a first escape. When he enters the city, Thor core get escape, and they carry off a bystander. So let's take care of this in order. First, I do a KO. I'm getting rid of Black Bolt. He should have never been there in the first place. I'm mad at him. He gets a KO. And now each player discards 1 card for the bystander getting carried off. No matter how many bystanders a escaping villain has, you still just discard 1 card from each side. And this attack does literally nothing for me this turn, so I'm going to lose the trooper. As much as I would love to fight something. And right-hand side is going to get rid of the wound. So pretty easy decision there. As far as the discard, we'll keep this hand out. Bystander gets carried off, and the Thor core run away really fast. Okay, now that Dr. Spectrum has entered, he is here in the sewers. He ambushes. He charges 1 space. His fight effect, by the way, is a Spectrum, which means you have at least 3 different hero, or reveal, or show, or have these 3 different hero classes. KO of a card from your discard pile. Escape. Each player that doesn't have Spectrum discards a card. So he charges, pushing Wizard out of the city, and Wizard does have an escape effect. So we got to resolve these things in this order. First, we do the KO from the HQ. A really expensive HQ with 6, 6, 6, 5, and 3. Healing Factor is the tempting one to get rid of. This turn, though, I will have, if I spend the Throne's Favor, I'm going to have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So I can get a rare if it's here, and if it's not, I can get one of these 6 cost. I don't need too many healing factors. 1 is really enough. Although there are going to be a lot of wounds that go out. So Nightmare Wolves is pretty good. Gives you attack equal to the card of the cost of the card you discarded. Subtle Attunement is a very good KO card. I like to keep that there. Frenzied Slashing is good. So either 1 Nightmare Wolves or a healing factor. I think I'm going to go with the healing factor, just because. So we're going to go ahead and KO it. I don't need too many healing factors. And there's another fake Wolverine. We'll replace it with the correct one. It's going to be, give it the rare, give me the rare. No, it wasn't the rare. I couldn't get that lucky. Okay. Now we do the escape effect. Each player gains a wound. What was I saying about keeping healing factor? And we got 2 grievous wounds, or sorry, 2 standard wounds. That would have been awful. Yep, that was it. Wizard runs off extremely fast like he does. That is 2 escapes, but I don't really care about the escapes for the Evil Wins condition. And that's it. Okay. Oh, I can actually pierce Jack-o'-lantern with Polaris. I didn't catch that, but that's great. So let's get what I got. Thor Core, 2 recruit. There you go, right there. Shield Agent, 4 recruit. I can get 8 recruit if I choose to spend the Throne's favor, but the thing is, I don't have any 8 cost. But I could get a 6 cost and a sidekick. But I do have to decide. Oh, I could draw a card first with the Polaris to see what I get. Let's do that first. 2 piercing energy. Put it over there. And range, draw a card, triggering off the Thor Core. So I will. Okay, that didn't really change things. Let's pause for a moment and spend my 2 piercing energy to fight Jack-o'-lantern for 2 VP. Fight, choose a henchman from any player's victory path into the city. That is nerfed. Does not work. And he gets you 1 step closer to fighting Indestructible Man. Okay. I'll play the agent for a 5th recruit. I want one of these 6 costs. I probably want Subtle Attunement for the KO power. So I'm going to play Break the Silence. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, if I do spend it, I'll have 3 when I'm done with this recruit, and I can maybe get something else if it pops up. I'm going to take that chance. I'm going to be mad if I get a rare later that I can't. This is the only card that gives me the Throne's favor. So how big of a risk do I want to take? It's not a huge risk, but it'll just be unfortunate if I waste it. I'm going to say I'm not going to spend it. I'm going to take what I can see, and hopefully I won't see a 3 cost that I want come up. I'll be frustrated if I do. So I will not spend it. That was a long way for me to say I'm not spending the Throne's favor. Subtle Attunement is great. 2 attack, Soaring Flight, which means it goes to my next hand immediately, and then Covert, which I don't think I have a lot of, though. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. You may KO one of them, put the rest back in any order. Still a great card if I can get my hands on just 1 more Covert. A bit better than Nightmare Wolves for my purposes. But there's no point in Soaring Flighting it, right? Because I don't have another Covert. I don't think I took another one. So let me actually think about it. Nightmare Wolves here is 1 attack, and I can have Awakening Nightmare, which means you discard one of your cards, your non-gray cards, if you do draw a card, and so you get plus attack equal to the cost of card. This is actually really good for the Thor Core, I just realized. So Thor Core, when villains become heroes, their cost is equal to their previous power. So discarding a Thor Core with Nightmare Wolves gives 4 attack to Nightmare Wolves total. And that's not bad at all. Especially because the Thor Core can only give you recruit otherwise. So I think I'm going to go with that. And then maybe later I can take Subtle Attunement to trigger off of Nightmare Wolves. Plus, I think I have the discarding Mirage in here, don't I? No, that's the one that discards other things. I will take Nightmare Wolves. I think it's more important to take that right now with the way the city looks. And I got that's a fake Wolverine. That's X-Force Wolverine. Let's swap them out with the correct one. Nightmare Wolves is great. Healing Factor. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have gotten something over here this much time. So I'm glad I didn't spend the Throne. I think that was a good turn. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool synergies with Nightmare Wolves with cards that care about discards too. And it makes cards that aren't useful. You know, it's like it's kind of like a Berserk, but you know what card you're berserking, and you turn it cost into attack in a way. It's a cousin of Berserk, but with more knowledge and more versatility. 4, 5, 6. Okay, another Yondu. I can burn 3 shards this time. I should probably save it up until I can hit something stronger. Turn 16. Kind of like Smash 2, yeah. All right, Bullseye shows up. Let's see. All right, I got to pick the card. Cost is usually double, if not triple attack. They usually work nicely. Yeah. Cost is a nice resource to be able to convert. Ambush, choose Recruiter attack, then reveal the top card of the hero deck. If it has that icon, Bullseye captures it and gets plus attack equal to the hero's cost, so I don't want him to capture anything. When bystanders are drawn from the villain deck, the rightmost villain captures them, yes. Or if the city is empty, it goes to the Mastermind. In this case, if the city was empty and a bystander showed up, the rule in Legendary is anytime you have to do something with the something and there's more than one of the thing, you pick one. Active player picks one. So I would pick a Mastermind to capture the bystander. But yes, rightmost villain gets it. Okay. I think there's a lot of attack in this deck. So I'm going to go ahead and say Recruit. So hopefully he doesn't capture it. I tucked the last one, so I don't know what's here. Oh, and then I pulled new hero. So I'm going to say Recruit. I fail. That was right. The Blades is a good one. So unfortunately, it gets captured. But the good news is I can maybe pierce bullseye and get this right away, even though it won't soar anymore because it's not going to be recruited. Anyway, speaking of turning cost into things, the villains do that a lot. So now Full is at 7 attack. You probably already talked about it, but what hero are you most excited for and what if? I said Captain Carter, and I think a lot of other people agree with me. I still think I'm probably going to be most excited for T'Challa, Star-Lord, or the Watcher, but we don't know if the Watcher's a hero, and we haven't seen either of their sets. But from what we've seen, Captain Carter is the most enticing for me to play. Okay, let's draw the one card. So, Keen Senses, 1 attack, no card draw. Second one, superpower activates. 1 card draw. Yeah, it's a little more attack. That's 3-4. Wow, a short 1 attack to hit a henchman. So, wasted attack once again. 2 recruit. At least I can get a Keen Senses again. Some good it did for me. Although, Killmonger looks like he's a lot of fun, too, with all the liberating going on. We haven't even seen all of their cards. Another fake Wolverine. Where's the rare? Okay. That's it. That's all I can do. Wolverine's buying his sweet time before he actually works. Oh, and those wounds come back. I did get a healing factor, so I get to draw a card and KO it. Unless, you know, the thing happens. Still got all 4 Masterminds. I haven't hit a single one. On a timer scheme. Turn 17. Another Thor core coming. At the very least, I can hit something this turn, right? I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can hit something with all those shards. So let's get the 5 attack. Thank goodness I can nerf the henchman training, though. That's nice. I should be watching out for when I can hit Taskmaster. The shards are great. I only need to have 5 shards to hit Taskmaster. But I'm having to control the city right now. Or I have a decision to make. At this point, as a tournament competitor, should I care about escapes? I already have 2. So right now I'm thinking on tournament of league competitor. I'm thinking, yeah, I can hit Indestructible by getting bullseye and doing that. But before I do that, I've had 2 escapes so far. If I'm playing the league, do I think most people are going to also have 2 escapes, or do I think my score is already in such trouble that more escapes aren't going to hurt me? No, I have 1. I have Jack-o'-lantern. I had to put the other one back on the Master Strike. So I'm thinking people are going to have more success with not having escapes. It's okay. I'm thinking people are going to have more success with not having escapes than I did. So I personally don't mind escapes at this point. I'll probably get a lot. I'm just trying to win the setup. So that's where my mind is right now. So I may not hit anything if I don't have to. There's other things I can do. But yeah, there's probably going to be others with the Utopolis in here and the Taskmaster. We'll see. Anyway, let's start. I'm going to play Dreams Made Real first. Let's, is it Moonlight? It is not Moonlight. I have even, odd, even, so this doesn't do anything. So maybe I want to recruit first, but I'm not recruiting anything this turn. Yeah, you're right. There's probably some escapes. I probably should still mind my score. So I'm just going to play Dreams Made Real first for 2 attack. Only using it to activate Yondu if I feel like it. I get another shard, and I can burn 3 shards, up to 3 shards. And I can take out Bullseye by burning 3 shards, which is very tempting because normally he's 7 attack. If I choose not to do this, I will have a total of 3, 4, 7 attack by spending the shards. So if it doesn't really matter much because if I keep the troopers, I can't use 2 attack for anything. So it's just what kind of flair do I want to put on this defeat? Do I want to burn some shards to do it, or do I want to spend attack to do it? I hate losing the shards early before I can use them against Taskmaster, but I'll get more later. I'm going to do the fancy thing. I'm going to burn the shards. I'm going to burn 3 shards to defeat a villain with printed VP equal to the number of shards I burned. So let's burn all 3. And we will hit Bullseye by arrow right there. Goes right through all the extra stuff he's got. All right, player of your choice gains the captured hero. And now I can fight Indestructible Man if I wanted to. which I probably do want to. Is there a good reason not to? This does not Soaring Flight because it's not recruited. I'm pretty sure in the Soaring Flight rule text it says when you recruit this, not when it's gained. But where is this going to go? I will take this in the left. I did get that one covert card. And hopefully I can trigger it. So I'll gain it on the left-hand side into my discard pile. Okay, now I can choose to fight Indestructible Man if I want to, and he'll be out of the setup. I've got Bullseye and Jack-O-Lantern, and I think it's worth it to do so. So let's put him right here and take a look. Yep, once during each of your turns, you may shuffle 2 Elite Assassins from your victory pile into the villain deck. If you do, fight Indestructible Man. Oh, one thing I forgot to do is up the Mastermind Tactics counter. So it should be 4, 5, 6, 7. There should be actually 5, 6, 7, 8 because of the final blow on one of them. So let me update that before I press the button. Yeah, he's going to play 2 cards in the villain deck. But, again, I'm not super caring about escapes exactly, but to win, I have to get rid of him. So I'd rather get rid of him sooner than later. But, yeah, he's going to play a couple of cards. So I am nervous about that. But I'm going to do it anyway. Chaos mode right here. Not actual chaos mode, but you know what I mean. There's not going to be a great time to hit him, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's do it right now. Well, they do count as villains in the escape pile, right? Because there's still villains there. So they will count against my score at the end of the game. Are there Taskmaster Thunderbolts that pull Henchmen out of the escape pile? I forget if there are. Anyway, let's do the tactic. I hit him. Tactic is... Oh, no! Never mind. It's the last tactic. It's the last Indestructible Man tactic, so this doesn't happen. Forgot that. Fight. Gain a tech hero from the HQ. Each other player reveals a tech hero gains a wound. So there aren't any. And right side gets a wound. And then you don't do the effect. Of course, it's a grievous wound. Because when a card says if this is not the last tactic, it means per Mastermind. Otherwise, things like Apocalypse would never be defeated if that was the last tactic on this kind of setup. Or otherwise, you got rid of the other ones. But yeah, so that's how that works. He's gone. That's another thing for the special notes I got to remember. So that goes to my victory pile, and Indestructible Man goes to the KO pile. All right, that's 1 Mastermind down, 3 to go. Okay. 2 attack, 2 recruit. Obviously, nothing I can do with the 2 attack. And the 2 recruit, I don't want the Keen Senses over here, so I'm getting another sidekick. And it is Hairball. It's a covert that can trigger some of the covert things I would like to trigger, so I'm happy about that. Destructible. Yeah. Well said. Couldn't have said it better myself. I can have a Waking Nightmare with the Thor core this next turn. Some fun combos. Again, one of the reasons I love the Randomizer is, yes, you encounter some impossible, agonizing setup combinations, but then you encounter these combos that you normally would have never discovered, and that's the fun part about it. Okay, and with every new set that comes out, that makes that more and more of an opportunity. Turn 18 is Jester, who also is a little nerfed because of this henchman group. Not necessarily right now. He gets a bystander. Well, actually, he's not that nerfed. He's another one. But I don't have to fight him right now. He gets a bystander. His fight is to reveal the top 4 cards of the villain deck, play all the henchmen you find, put the rest back in the order. I feel like I've played a lot of henchmen, so now it's time for me to count them. I got the cloning technician as the bystander. Hello. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 core. 1, 2, 3, 4 Thor core. That's so hard to say. And I have gained how many? I can't check my deck, so I don't 100% know. I think I gained 1. Yeah, there's a lot left then, and one of them escaped. So I think there's at least half of them, around half of them left. But if I don't fight him, I'm probably going to have... Well, we'll see what I draw with Healing Factor. Healing Factor, 2 attack. Hey, Captain Metroid. How is the con today? See ya, Avatar. 5 left. I don't know what you did after the demo, so how'd everything go? We went over all the cards. Thank you again for the photo of the mat and stuff. And for signing up Ollie and Kyla for the demo so they could take more photos. All right, you may KO a wound from your hand to discard pile. Yep, from my hand. I will draw something that's going to save my turn. Nope. 3 attack. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I fight Jester, but boy, am I going to be upset if... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 recruit. I can at least get Frenzied Slashing. Yes. Oh, someone spun the wheel. Hey, D20 Woodworking, thank you so much for the raid. I don't know why you guys are off screen, but there you are. Must have moved around. And Rose, I'll take care of that after this. After that. Thank you so much for the raid. We're playing some Marvel Legendary as usual. Thanks for the follows, guys. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna pause for a second. Hopefully, I don't forget what I was doing on my turn, and show you what we looked at the very beginning of the stream, in case anybody doesn't know. Gen Con is obviously this week, and we had some awesome members of the community who were able to get some images of the new cards. Anybody who just joined the raid, have you seen What If on Disney Plus? That is going to be the next Legendary set. It's never been a better time to get into Legendary because it's a core set that's coming up. So check it out. Here's a whole bunch of the cards. Trash Earth is the biggest, hugest party ever. We got heroes like... thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. We got Captain Carter. We got T'Challa, Star-Lord, Party Thor, Killmonger. That I just played through. It's your own game. So a lot of heroes here. It's going to be a core set. So it's everything you need to play the entire game and then work with other expansions. So we don't have a release date yet. It should be coming out soon. It's being featured at Gen Con, and it looks really, really fun. I'm so sorry, but it's the truth, right? This is probably the best core set that I've seen from this game so far. Wow, thank you so much for the gifted subs. I don't know how many you did. I was not looking right now. And look, Scott Lang's head is a buy skin. That's all I need to say, right? But if you're looking to get into it or you've been out of it for a while, it's coming soon. So if you want to go to my YouTube channel, what is it? youtube.com/BagelTopGames. I'm going to be covering all this stuff as it comes out. But if you're interested, it's going to be a good time to start. Who am I thanking? So, Mr. Hoorah, thank you so much for the sub and the 5 community sub gifts. I really appreciate that. All the follows that came in. You guys are so kind. I literally just play Marvel Legendary. I do a randomized stream every Thursday. I play a completely randomized game. This is my 134th randomized game. We've almost eliminated all 100 and something masterminds in the game. Is it 100 masterminds or something like that? Anyway, thanks for coming by. If you like this, see me on Thursdays. I'm going to get back into the game right now so I don't completely forget what I was doing, because it's very complicated. So I played Healing Factor, I drew a card, I got 3 recruit, and I played all my 3 attack. Okay, good. I was about to recruit Frenzied Slashing, one of Wolverine's cards. Infectious Zombie, when do you think the last time you played was? There's been probably a lot of expansions since the last time you played. All right, a lot of Instinct. Okay, so here's the deal. If I fight Jester, I'm going to open up a city space, but Jester's, here's his effect. If I fight him, I look at the top 4 cards of the villain deck. I play all the henchmen I find. And I could put in 1, 2, 3, 4 henchmen and cause a ton of escapes, which I really don't want for my score for the league. But for the game, it's not going to matter too much. So I could just have 1 escape next turn if I do nothing, or I could make it worse by not fighting him right now. I think... Oh yeah, Ashley, here's the thing. It said, if this is not the last tactic. It is the last tactic. No, because imagine it's his last tactic. So when those terms come up, I'm like 95% sure it refers to the own Mastermind's tactic. Imagine if you were playing Secret Wars with Apocalypse and it was Immortal Undefeated. You would have to wait to defeat Apocalypse last. If it was counting all tactics. Usually, when it says if it's not the last tactic, it refers to that Mastermind's tactics. I'm pretty confident on that. If I'm wrong, I'd love to be corrected, but that's the way we're going to do it for the league, at least. I think Fantastic Four or Guardians was my last set. Those are really good sets. They're one of the early ones, but they're very, very good. Infectious, do you have a favorite Marvel characters or a favorite Marvel team or series of characters? Just curious. I'm going to choose not to fight Jester. I think it's a bigger risk to fight him than leave him there. And we'll see if I was right if a henchman comes up. So I'm going to end my turn right there. No, I totally see your perspective on it, and that's why I'm like 95% sure. There's a couple of weird rules things I could be wrong on. I'm going to look them up after this. A bit of everything, really. Okay. Well, if you like a bit of everything in your Marvel, then What If is going to be right up your alley. Also, Secret Wars Volume 1 and Secret Wars Volume 2 have a ton of random heroes from the Secret Wars event, some multiverse characters, some not. Secret Wars Volume 2, I think, is out of print, but it's still in a lot of stores. And Volume 1 is on Upper Deck's site, I believe. So, yeah, I would check it out. There's like 33 expansions. It's kind of nuts. You don't have to get them all. Turn 19. Let's see if I was right. Is it a henchman? No, it was joystick. So maybe I would have been fine. But all right, I got a villain entering the city, so I got to push one out. By the way, new folks, please, please, please ask questions as to what the heck is going on, because I know this is very confusing. I'm playing a ton of expansions all at once. So please, even the most basic questions. We got a really nice community here. There's no bad questions. So please ask away if you want to know what's going on, anything about the game. Happy to answer it. So these Thor core are going to escape. I'm going to KO somebody from the HQ. I'm going to get rid of Empathic Link. I don't think I need that right now. And that's just going to be an escape here. So let's push the city in. How do I boil water? I said there's no bad questions. Just some I can't answer. No clue on that one. All right, ambush. Choose a henchman from any player's victory path into the city. I can't because they're gainable. So, haha. Oh, I didn't refresh. So there's another Polaris. Okay. There we go. Canonized answer is the best. Just use your laser eyes. Okay. So here's what we got. We got Nightmare Wolves. 1 attack, and they got the Waking Nightmare. I can discard one of my non-gray heroes and gain attack equal to their cost. If I do that with the Thor core, I will get 3. That'll make a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. I get to draw a new card. So I get at least 6, maybe something more from draw. And that 6 will let me fight a henchman or a Dr. Spectrum. So that's totally worth it. So I'm going to discard the Thor core from my Waking Nightmare. The previous villain power is their cost. This is the first time I've seen this game, so I'm totally lost. I'm still stuck in Lord of the Rings LCG. This is, I think that LCG is like Marvel Champions, where you build the deck ahead of time. This is the deck builder, where you build it as you go. All right, I'm going to break it down. I'll try to explain what's going on. So, there's a lot of stuff going on. So, to play a card from Legendary, pretend all of these are in my hand. I'm holding these up like it's a hand of cards. I put them out here on the right-hand side so that you, the viewer, can see them, but pretend they're in my hand. The whole point of Legendary is to build up 2 kinds of points: recruit points for buying and attack points for fighting. You build up enough recruit points, you can buy better heroes. They give you better attack points. You can use them to fight enemies and the big bad, the Mastermind. This is a really weird one where there's multiple big bads. So let me play this exact handout, and it should make logical sense. So first I'm going to play this Mirage card, who gives me 1 attack because it's printed right there on the left, the 1 attack. So these dice are mine. I just use these to keep track of how much attack I get. They go into kind of a pool. And this is a great way to visualize it if you have dice. So I get 1 attack, and then this card has a special effect. You may have a Waking Nightmare, which means discard a non-gray hero from your hand. So these are all gray. This one's not gray. Yeah, it's kind of like that. But totally Marvel-themed, full of flavor, and it's a lot of fun. So you get plus attack equal to the cost of the card you discarded this way. So this one has a cost of 3. These are all cost in the lower right-hand corner. This is a special one. It used to be a villain. But see how it's cost in the same place? It also counts as a cost. So I'm going to discard this, which means I get 3 attack based on what Mirage says. And part of a Waking Nightmare means you draw a new card. It's in there in the keyword. And I drew a good card that way. All right. So now I'm going to play 2 Shield Troopers, which each give me 1 attack. So 1, 2. Yeah, you got a gifted sub. Enjoy that. I have a total of 6 attack or fighting power, right? None of my other cards give me fighting power. I'm going to ignore them for now in my hand. So now I got 6. I can fight anything that has a number that's 6 or less. So I can fight anything in the city right now. Some villains have an effect that says fight, which means if you fight them, you have to do that thing. Yeah, I play it solo all the time. It's a great solo game. So let me look at Dr. Spectrum here. He is the strongest villain I can fight, but he has a fight effect. Fight Spectrum, KO a card from your discard pile. That's a good thing. That means if I have 3 different colors, basically, I get to KO a card, which means you thin your deck a bit, make it better. I don't have 3 colors. I have blue and I have red. We're looking for hero classes, so the symbols. So I'm looking for this range symbol, and I'm looking for this covert symbol. These cards have no symbol, so they have no hero class, so I've only got 2. So this fight won't do anything. But he's still a good one to take out because he's strong. So I'm still going to do so. I'm going to fight for 6, even though I won't get the KO power. So it does make sense once you get it. All right. So I've spent all my attack. I'm going to get rid of it because I've spent it all. Now, I'm pretty sure I spent this. I shouldn't have it. All right. I'm going to play Break the Silence Black Bolt. So 2 recruit. Ignore the top part. That's only when you buy it. The second part, see how it has that little range symbol, the blue symbol before the effect? That means if you want to use this, it's called the superpower. You have to have played a ranged card, a blue card, before this to make that happen. I didn't, so I can't get that effect. So all I get is the printed recruit, or the star on the left. That's all I get. I get 2. And then this one just gives 1, which adds up to 3. They're in my pool now. So now I can buy or recruit anything from the HQ that costs 3 or less. I'm playing two-handed. The other hand over there really wants the yellow cards, so I hesitate to take them right now because that means the right-hand side can't take them. So instead, I'm going to spend 2 to get what we call a sidekick, it's called a sidekick, which is a temporary cheap card that'll help you out once. And it's a standard one with like Bucky on it. So I'm going to take that one. Okay, and now I've got 1 recruit point. I can't do anything with that, so my turn is over. At the end of every turn, you discard your entire hand. You draw 6 new cards from your deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not enough. I am playing as 2 people at the same time. I'm like Moon Knight. All right, so I'm going to shuffle in my discard pile because I don't have enough cards to get 6. So I got to shuffle it up and draw 1 more. So in a nutshell, that's how a turn works. And then everything else builds on top of that. Any questions? I'm sure you have questions. This is a very complicated game to start with, but if you did get into it and you got a core set, there's pretty simple setups you can build that aren't as complicated. A 4-hand game, do I have 8 hours to stream that? If I was actually playing Moon Knight mode, the next person wouldn't know what the first person even did, so that would be very confusing. All right, there's a Shield Trooper as my 6th card for the next hand. Yeah, 2-handed solo is wonderful. A lot of people play what they call advanced solo, which is a much faster way to play with fewer cards, and I respect that too. I just personally like this mode a lot better. All right, turn 20 is a Scheme Twist. So here's some good news there. That is Scheme Twist number 4. With this scheme, twist 1 to 3, that represents the Mastermind doing his evil thing, and his evil thing is Secret Wars. Nope, not doing that. All right, twist 1 to 3 brought in these extra Masterminds. Twist 4, 5, 6, and 7 here do nothing because they're not listed here. I just lose on twist 8, so I'm clear for anything. It buys me a little bit of a breather because I don't move anything into the city. But I have to hurry up or I'm going to lose if I get to that 8th twist. So let me start with some more combos. I'm going to keep going this way a little bit, so I got new folks who want to hear how to play. Happy to do it. So I got a Pathic Link Mirage. I got 2 recruit. When a card effect causes you to discard this card, set it aside. At the end of this turn, add it to your hand as an extra card. I don't have anything that I can discard yet, so I'm going to play this first. I'm playing this first so I can do this Wolverine effect, Frenzied Flashing. It's got Instinct to draw 2 cards. I can't do that unless I played a yellow or instinct card first, so I had to play Mirage first. So let me get the 2 attack, and now I get to activate the effect. Oh, so much replayability. I've played, again, this is my 134th Randomizer stream, and I'm still having a lot of fun because each game is so different. All right, I draw 2 cards. 1, 2. I didn't get any cool combos, but I did get a sidekick. Here's that sidekick. It's a one-time use card. I can return it to the sidekick stack. If I do, I get to draw 2 cards. So I will. I get rid of it, put it back in the stack, and I draw 2 cards. I got 1, and that's a reshuffle because I ran out of cards in my deck. I'm not getting a lot of good cards here. I want more yellow or instinct cards. Mr. Hua, do you have any favorite Marvel characters? It can be from the MCU or whatever. The old cartoons or the comics. Yeah, they're not all great. That's awful. So what do I have left? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit, 6 recruit, and I've got 1, 2 attack. All right, I guess I have 4 attack, which is something. I can fight Joystick safely. I will do so. I'll spend 3 of my 4. Fight Joystick. Oh, she ambushes, and that never happens, so nothing happens here in the fight. It's just 3. I always forget if she has a fight or an ambush effect. It's tough to pick between Captain America and the 5 Spider characters. What If makes 5 MCU sets so far? Yeah, yes. You got Homecoming, Core, Guardians, Infinity Saga, and What If. Yep. And there's going to be 6 as an Ant-Man set coming up. So So Captain America is a great hero, and there's a lot of spin-offs of other Steve Rogers and other Captain America, like Sam Wilson, and then you have Captain Carter coming soon. They all work by getting +1 attack or recruit for certain other things you have, like the core cap cares about how many different colors you have. It's a teamwork-based thing. Other cards care about how many hero names you have, or how many. Captain Carter cares about how many different attack or recruit values, which is fun. Spiders are very interesting in this game. Most of them all cost 2. And they are designed with very low attack and recruit, with very little points, but they're designed for you to buy a lot of them and draw a lot of them. And they're tricky because they don't quite mix that well with a lot of random heroes, but if you put a bunch of spiders together, they are absolutely incredible. They'll destroy the whole game. So they're interesting. And there's a 2099 set coming up in the near future, and it's going to have Spider-Man 2099, so I can't wait to see what he does. I got 6 recruit over here on the right-hand side. I'm going to get... I would love the KO power, but right-hand side doesn't have any covert for subtle attunement, although I could get some. I'd rather just lean way into the instinct thing, the yellow thing I'm trying to do. So I am going to take a Keen Senses and hope a 4-cost comes up. So I'll take this 2-cost Wolverine, recruited, and there's a Mirage. I'm going to get the other Wolverine as well. We'll just go with it. I got enough wounds to make it work. And then we got Yondu. Yondu is very cool. I haven't seen a lot of him, but he's going to work well on the left-hand side. Got a lot of yellow there. A lot of Wolverine. Great. Yeah, they do a great chain draws, but a lot of their cards say they only draw cards if they cost 2 or less. So they're only really good at drawing other spiders and other cards, like that Wolverine one that costs 2. But in a setup that has a lot of higher cost, they don't draw a lot, which makes it tricky. All right, turn 21 is Dr. Spectrum. So here we go, more charging. Okay, ambush, charge 1 space. At least that does not cause an escape. He pushes ahead into the city. The way this game works is that villains naturally progress through the city until they escape. And then a lot of the schemes or the things that the bad guys are trying to do care about how many escapes happen. This is not one of them. I buy Marvel Champions, Arkham Horror, and I'm catching up on Lord of the Rings. I was about to buy Journey's Middle Earth. I feel like my wallet's silent and screams sometimes. I hear you. If you are going to get a new set, I would wait until What If comes out. It's not going to be long. Again, they're previewing it right now, and it looks really, really fun. It's a core set. It's got everything you need. The actual core set of the game, it kind of has one flaw that none of the other sets have, and that's that all the heroes have the same art for each of their cards, which makes it kind of confusing to tell them apart. Every single hero from the first expansion up fixed that issue, but the actual core set, even though it's a lot of fun, does have that. What If is a core set that does not have that, and it's the only core set that's not the actual original core set that will be in stock. There was a Villains one, and there's a Marvel Studios Phase 1 that are both out of print right now. So I would definitely get What If you're interested in opening your wallet a little bit, but trust me, it'll be worth it. This game is amazing. All right, I got 3 recruit. I got 2 piercing energy. Yeah, that would be great, Deadeye. I would like to see a spider with switcheroo. That would be fun. 2 piercing energy and 1 attack. Wow, hodgepodge of stuff I can't really do anything with. Okay, I can pierce Jester, but again, that's risky because I don't know how many henchmen are left. How many have I seen? I gotta find out. So that's 2. That's 4. I think there's still 4 in there. I'm pretty sure there's still 4. I could get all 4, and that would be really awful. I'm gonna leave the space. Right hand side's gonna get some decent attacks, so I might be able to fight off whatever's there. So I'm gonna go ahead and recruit Interstellar Hunter, even with the range. There are 3 more Master Strikes. Danger Sense will let me push things around. I'm gonna take it. And I'm gonna end my turn. I could rest, but I'm gonna end my turn. There's another Mirage. Okay. I waste my piercing energy. I keep doing it. All right, I got Thor core, but I also got the Nightmare Wolves, so I'm glad. I need more shards. I need more shard buildup. Oh, why is Yondu still there? Go away. Okay. How many expansions in this setup? I feel like there's a lot. Before I play the villain deck card, we got, not counting the extra Masterminds, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sets. Counting the Masterminds, that's 9 sets, I think. That's a lot. It's a lot of different mechanics. Okay, We got another twist, which is again going to do nothing for now, but is counting down the timer. Once again, I'll show you. That is twist number 5. Nothing happens till twist 8, in which I lose the game. So I gotta hit these masterminds. I gotta stop ignoring them. I have some city space, so I can do that right now. Here we go. Keen Senses, 1 attack. Second Keen Senses, 1 attack and a card draw. Frenzied Slashing. First time I'm activating it, I think. Maybe the second time. 2 more attack. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. All right, it's not ending. Here's what Wolverine does best. He's the best at it. Here is what he does. 1 more attack and a card draw, and that's ending with a wound. Okay. That does give me a total of 6, 7 attack. So I can't hit... Okay, here's what I can do. If I want to hit a Mastermind, Taskmaster gets plus attack equal to the highest cost hero I played this turn. So if that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets plus 5. He's at 10. So I can't hit him. Zheng, unless I have a 7 cost card or higher, which I haven't even seen, he costs 14 to hit, which I can't do. Uru-Enchanted Iron Man has 1 weapon, so he might buff up. I could try to hit him right now for 7, but if I reveal 1 card that has at least 1 VP, he goes up to 8 and I lose all my attack and I can't fight anymore this turn, which is a risk. I don't have Spectrum, so I could fight Dr. Spectrum, lose the KO power, or I could fight a Thor core. It would get in my way. I'm going to clear the city. I'm going to spend 6 attack on Dr. Spectrum. Don't get the fight effect because I don't have Spectrum. Kind of hurts to waste that KO power with not a lot of it being there, but I made that choice. I got 4 recruit. Do I take Empathic Link? I don't really have the synergy for it. It does give me an instinct, but I have enough instinct with Wolverine to trigger the other ones. I'm not in Moonlight either. I'm going to take it. I'll take 1 more. Doesn't hurt to saturate it a little bit. All right, there's another Yondu. I got Healing Factor. I got 2 wounds. All right, maybe I can KO a couple of them if I draw something good. Otherwise, I'd rest. But I don't have to because I got Wolverine. Decent hand over here. Turn 23. I'm running out of cards in the villain deck, making me nervous. Okay, there's a Thor core. All right, that would have been played by Jester earlier, so I'm glad I didn't speed the game up that way. I'm just probably going to leave Jester there as long as I can. So, let's start with our sidekick. Draw 2. 1, 2. Oh, I shouldn't have wasted that KO power. I couldn't even use it this turn. All right, we're going to Waking Nightmare. 1 attack. I will discard the Thor core. Although, how much fruit would I get if I didn't discard them? I get 4. I still want to hit things. So, discarding the Thor core for my Waking Nightmare. Give me 3 more attack and I draw a new card. It's another 18. So, that's 5 total attack. I didn't play the Thor core, so Whistling Arrow just gives me a shard. There's a shard over there. Again, a lot of stuff's happening, so if you want to know, please ask. 3 recruit. Okay, that is enough attack to hit another Thor core, so I will take advantage of that. We will hit the one in the streets. Gain it as a hero. So fight, gain. All right, I've got. I like how I'm using the Thor core to get more Thor core. I want to take the other Interstellar Hunter, I think. Okay. Okay, so that was the wrong Wolverine. I gotta replace it. At the beginning of the game, I shuffled the wrong Wolverine into the deck, so I'm replacing them as they come up now. There's 2 Wolverines with the same hero name, just different teams, and I set up quickly. Oh, so I wasn't paying too much attention. I don't have the throne. It's not here. Finally got Polaris with her magnetic waves. See what I can draw. I'm really just treading water here. Okay, Bystander goes to the Thor core. If you don't know the Thor core, by the way, in Secret Wars, when the world is remade, the Thor core are like the police of Battle World everywhere. There's Thors from all kinds of different universes as one big police corps of Thors. That's why you're fighting against them and not why you can gain them, because slowly they start to come over to the hero side. Some of them anyway. All right, Healing Factor. We're going to Healing Factor away the Grievous Wound. Bad one. So you may KO wound from your hand or discard pile. If you draw a card, that's going to be a reshuffle, which is fine. I don't want these cards to be in my shuffle. Yeah. I didn't know until I read the story, but boy, reading the comics that these sets come from really enhance your experience playing them. Like, Fear itself, I said, is a short read, but it really enhances the flavor of playing it. Same with Noir. The Noir comics there's not a lot of them, but they make that set so much more fun. That's what I'm trying to do right now with 2099. I have not read a lot of 2099 comics. It's going to make that set better for me. Plus, a lot of them are on Marvel Unlimited, so that's unfortunate. I drew an operative. Of course I did. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can still rest if I want to, but I'm not going to. I'm reading Venomverse right now. It came up in my reading order. I was finally thrilled to get there. It just started for me. I've been reading a abridged order, the Essentials order on complete Marvel reading order. I finally got there. I just finished Secret Empire. Okay, I don't want too many healing factors, but there's 3 strikes. I'm gonna get more wounds, and I want the instinct, so maybe I do want it. Okay, there's another Polaris. That would be great with the other one. So I'll end my turn there. I could fight Jester. You know what? If I fight Jester, there's 3 empty spaces in the city. So I still might be okay, even if a lot of them come in. Left-hand side's got plenty of attack. I've already had more coming. You know what? I'm going to fight Jester right now. Let's do it. You're fighting the poisons. Yeah, I haven't gotten to that part. I just started the arc, but I can't wait to see how they come in. We're going to fight Jester for my 2 attack I got left. Okay. You have a bystander. Oh, I should have... You know what? I could have cloned Healing Factor. I guess I can clone a Sidekick. That would work. Right? I didn't get a Sidekick yet. I can do that. All right, so let's go ahead and... Oh, no, I know what you meant. I said, I haven't gotten to them in the arc yet, and I'm looking forward to that, so when I fight them, I'll have more info on them. All right, here we go. Let's do the fight effect first before the bystander. Reveal the top 4 cards of the villain deck, put all the henchmen you find with the rest back in any order. Okay, 1. Watch me see 3 twists in here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm nervous. Okay. The good news is Thorcor's coming in. The bad news is look at what is here. Wizard's coming. He's going to charge 3 spaces. Joystick's easy to hit. So I think I want to go Joystick and then Wizard and then Dr. Spectrum. I'll reserve the right to change this up before I reveal anything else. So left-hand side I want to check. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack. So I'll be able to hit 1 Thor core on the next turn, which means I'll have 2 Thor core and Joystick. And when Wizard comes in, he's going to push most of them out. But I don't think there's anything better. Hairball's going to draw a card, though. And Mirage can discard a card, so I might be able to hit more than I think. I hope I get 8 attack. We'll see if I do. So I will leave it in that order. Here's what happened. The Master Strike went to Taskmaster, and then it went to Uru-Enchanted Iron Man, so it's no longer stacked next to Taskmaster. And we talked about this for a long time. And that's the way we're playing it. Truthus. If you have another opinion on how that's supposed to work, let me know. But there are only 2 strikes stacked next to Taskmaster and 1 stacked next to Iron Man, and I don't think there's 1 deck stacked next to the general group of Masterminds. Right? We were unable to find a solution in the moment. All right, I'm going to leave it that way. I hope I don't regret it, because I think leaving Spectrum there is just going to make it 4 escapes for Wizard. Okay, and I'll put that in the special rules and all that. All right, Justin's gone. He's defeated. It was kind of cool, though, because I could choose not to get more henchman trainings. That's why I put the trackers on there, because the number of weapons and trainings are different. Okay, Cloning Technician is rescued. When you rescue this bystander, clone the next hero you recruit this turn that has printed cost of 3 or less. I'm going to clone a Sidekick. So sidekick I recruit for 2, and I'm pretty sure I have that 2 left, is Zabu. All right, that's more KO. So I recruit Zabu, and I get to clone Zabu. So I get to search the sidekick stack for another Zabu, which is fun to clone a sidekick. All right, second Zabu clone. Love cloning sidekicks. It's a lot of fun. Okay. And now that's the turn. I don't think I messed that up. If I messed it up, I apologize, but I think I'm good. Oh, let me give the 5 attack to... What's up? Okay, I have plenty of attack here, so I'm kind of okay with that decision. But we'll see what happens here. Can I get 8? I'm lucky. So here are the 3 I stacked on purpose. So Joystick's coming in. She returns Henchmen, but I can't do that with the Thor core. And boy, I gotta take care of these Masterminds. Okay, let's draw with Hairball. First, 1 attack. Draw a card. Oh, that's a full reshuffle, huh? All right, there's some good stuff coming up. I need 8 attack. Scheme Twister. Are you reading what it says right here? Scheme Twist played. Okay. I'm going to draw whatever this is. That's another attack. That's something. Hairball goes away. Let's play what I've... Hold on. So I play what I've got. I'm going to get a guaranteed 2, 3, 4, 6, and 1 discard. If it's Moonlight, which it's not. I missed that part. So I can't. It's not Moonlight. I can hit 1 Thor core, but I'm going to have 1 escape, but I'll just deal with it. I'll hit the one with the bystander. A little bit. Yeah, unless... I can only get 4 recruit. If I recruit Polaris, there's still no chance I can make it Moonlight because there's too many even cards. But, alright, let's just do it this way. I'm going to play Polaris first. Triggers off of the Hairball card I played. Oh, I have a shard. Hold on. Is that going to help me? I get an extra card at the end of this turn. Can't forget that. That's a very good card. Now, hold on. I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attack. So close to hitting 2 things. So close. If only it was Moonlight. But it's not. Okay, so, oh yeah, the art on the cards is one of the best parts about it. Each piece of art, pretty much all the pieces of art in Legendary are original art made for the game, which is really cool. There are some that use comic art, but very, very few. All the recent ones for sure have been original art. There's MCU ones that are images from the films, and most recently we got the What If set coming out soon that's being demoed at Gen Con right now. That's the really cool shots from the animated show that look really good. But most of them are comic art. I think they look awesome. Okay, and it makes the game more flavorful and fun. So I'm going to play Dreams Made Real and not do anything just so I can get the Thorn's favor. So I'm at 3 attack. I'm not in Moonlight. Moonlight means you have more odd than even costed cards in the HQ, so can't do that. I'll go ahead and play 4, 5, 6. And let's play Break the Silence. Marble Disc Wars. I have not heard of Marble Disc Wars. Range, gain the Throne's... Whoop, I get the Throne's favor. Little throne icon for me. Token. And I can't spend it because I just gained it. Okay, well, let's fight one thing I can do. The Bystander for a core. So I will fight. Gain it as a hero for 5. Get the Bystander. I'm going to have 1 escape next turn, but I mitigated what I could. And for recruit, I get Electromagnetic Pulse. More piercing energy for me to try to go after one of these Masterminds. If I can get a 3rd one, we'll see. Another Polaris. All right. I get 7 cards now thanks to Polaris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. Wow, that's a terrible hand. Nightmare Wolves gets no attack for any of these. That's awful. That's so bad. At least I'm probably going to rest that turn. Yeah, right? That's an awful hand. All right, so I put Wizard here on purpose. Still don't regret it. I'm mitigating the damage. The ambush is in charge of 3 spaces, so it's going to go like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 2 Thor core just escaped. So that's rough. That means 2 escapes for my score for the league and 2 KOs. All right, I gotta get rid of some of these Polaris cards. Everything's too expensive. Such a good card, though. I don't want to get rid of all of them. You know what? I'm going to get rid of Dreams and Real, just the first one. So we'll KO the first one. Replace it. Okay, it's Magnetic Waves. I'm going to keep that, and we'll... that's for the first escape. The second escape, I'm going to get rid of one of these 6 cost. To open things up a little bit. Another Polaris. All right. That's 2 more. Okay. That was gross, Wizard. Well, let's see what I can do. Can't hit a Mastermind this turn. I might be able to hit Uru-Enchanted Iron Man. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have a wound in my discard pile? I do. So we'll see. I might be able to hit him. And get rid of him. I can't win until I take the Masterminds out. Now I got a mostly clear city. Here we go. 2 attack. I will KO this wound from my discard pile. Any grievous ones? Yeah, no, just a standard one. Get my mouse out of the way. All right, KO this. Draw a card. Yes. Combo City coming up. Keen Senses. 1 attack and a card draw. All right. I'll hold off on Empathic Link for a second. Frenzied Slashing. 2 more attack and 2 cards. 1, 2. So my attack is going to end at 6, 7, 8. And I do get a lot of Recruit, though, which is nice. Now, with 8 attack, Taskmaster gets plus attack equal to the highest cost hero I played this turn. Highest cost hero was 5 cost, so he's at 10 attack. Can't hit him. Zheng's at 12. I need a 7 cost or more hero, which I haven't seen to hit him. It's going to be very frustrating if I don't see that before the scheme ends. Now, Uru-Enchanted Iron Man. He's got 7 attack. He gets to reveal the top card of the villain deck. If that villain card has any VP, he gets plus attack equal to the VP. So, if that card's got 1 VP, I'm safe, which it's not going to be because no henchmen have any VP. Oh wait, I know what the next one is, don't I? I know what it is. It's Dr. Spectrum. That is more than 1 VP, so I will fail this if I do that. I forgot that I knew it was there. Now I remembered I knew it was there, so there's no point in fighting him. I'm going to lose all my attack because he'll get like plus 2 or 3, I forget, but at least it's not 1. All right, makes my decision a lot easier. I can clear the city now. So Wizard, take it out for 5. Patrol the bridge. Oh yeah, if there's a villain there, each other player gains a wound. So I should hit Joystick first. I'm going to hit Joystick first for 3. Now the bridge is empty. And then I hit Wizard for my remaining 5. Nice, well done, did I? Hey, look at that clear city. Definitely didn't have any escapes, right? Cool. All right, now I'm going to play all my recruit cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have any covert cards. But maybe I should start getting some covert cards. Subtle Attunement is going to be great. Nightmare Wolves is one that's safe because it doesn't require a covert trigger. And it can trigger other stuff. You know what? I will take this. I will take Nightmare Wolves. It's the safest card I can pick up here for this side. And then we got another Yondu, another arrow. All right, I needed that earlier in the game, but I'll take it now. I forgot that my left-hand side was terrible. So now I deal with it. Even with 7 cards. Turn 27. Yeah, I knew. I forgot to put him there. He's worth 4 VP, so he charges 1 space into the empty city. Okay. I can't do a Waking Nightmare because Waking Nightmare requires you to discard a non-gray hero that's not this own card. So I can't even do that. So the most I could do is recruit something for 3, but it's so much better to rest this turn. So I'm going to rest. If I don't do any fighting or recruiting, I can heal all the wounds that I've got if I have standard ones. So that's definitely a rest turn. Not even going to think about that one too hard. That's a better hand. I got a couple of Danger Senses. Danger Sense is a very good keyword. Okay, turn 28. Another Thor core coming in. Wow, these strikes are going to show up all after another, one after the other. All right, so can't even KO any wounds. So I'm going to rest again because these wounds, although if I get rid of all my wounds, I'm not going to have anything for the healing factor. But Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do anything anyway. So I'm going to lose this turn again. I'm going to rest these 2 wounds away. One of them's a special, but if you have a standard one, you can rest away any wounds you have, even the special ones. You can't rest away the special ones if they're the only ones you have. That's a good hand. I do really like core Wolverine's abilities. He draws and draws and draws, but if you don't have a lot of KO, it gets rough. He KOs wounds, which is nice, but he can't KO anything else on his own. Okay, we'll see how much attack, how much draw I get, and we'll see what I can fight. Left-hand side. Okay, better hands both sides, but I still have Zheng Zhu who's going to nerf my hands if I get a Master Strike, so I would love to take him out, but no rares have appeared. Maybe it's my fault for not recruiting. Exactly, that's him in a nutshell. All right, Jack-o'-lantern fight. Choose a henchman from any player's victory pile. Enter the city. By the way, this is a great villain group for this setup. The Thor Corps are a special henchman group. Henchmen are just really weak villains. There's a lot of, but this is the one henchman group where instead of putting them in your victory pile, you gain them as heroes, which means this group doesn't really do much because there are no henchmen in victory piles, which is a pretty good combo for the player. More randomizer fun. So it buys me a little time. Let's see what I'm going to do. Let's start with our first Yondu, so I can activate the second one. 1 attack, Danger Sense 2, which means look at the top 2 cards of the villain deck. You get plus 1 attack for each villain you revealed. Put the rest back in any order. Top 2 cards, that's 3 cards. Nope. Top 2 cards are, oof, another twist is coming. I'm almost at losing, but I get 1 attack, and I'll put them back with Bullseye on top, of course. Although the twist doesn't do anything. Maybe I'll put the twist on top to buy myself a little time. Yeah, twist on top. Is that what I did? Yeah. No Master Strikes, though. I'll play the second Yondu. It's going to reveal the exact same card. So 1 attack base and 1 attack for the Danger Sense. Thor Corps give me 2 recruit. Polaris gives me 2 piercing energy. Put this die up here to make myself a little more room. And I draw a card. Activate it off of Thor Corps. It's another... 1, 2, 3. 5 recruit, 4 attack, 2 piercing energy. Well, that's pretty funny. I can piercing energy Jack-o'-lantern, but then the attack has nothing to do. Or I can attack the Jack-o'-lantern, and the piercing has nothing to do. As far as Masterminds, can't hit a single one for all that. So, because it's fun and special, let's spend my 2 piercing energy to hit Jack-o'-lantern. Okay. No henchman can enter. Get out of here. Piercing energy is special. You attack villains for their victory point value instead of their attack. But yeah. 5 recruit. All this soaring flight extra card stuff is very tempting. But I also want Whistling Arrow. So I can take Whistling Arrow and Polaris. Let me start with Whistling Arrow because the shards are how I defeat Taskmaster. If I have the time to. And I will recruit Magnetic Waves to give me some extra card draw. This has Soaring Flight, so when I recruit it, it goes to my next hand as an extra card instead of my discard pile, which is wonderful. And there's another Polaris. All right, the Piercing can win the game for me if I get enough of that, but I'm not fitting the deck that much. So extra card. 1, 2. Great so far. So Whistling Arrow cannot defeat Masterminds, unfortunately, with Burning Shards. Teleport from the HQ. Yeah, kind of. It's kind of like a cross between Wall Crawl and Teleport, yeah. It's a pretty good mechanic. We just raided the X-Men set, and Soaring Flight got a lot of compliments. 3 cards, 4, 5, 6. Got some good stuff, not necessarily all the stuff I wanted at the same time. Good stuff regardless. Now this side is good stuff. Turn 30 is that twist I put on top, which was on purpose, doesn't do anything, but 2 more twists and I lose. I am getting really close to that. There's 3 Masterminds left. Let's see what I can draw. I'm going to start with the weakest draw first. Keen Senses, 1 attack, no draw. Frenzied Slashing, let's just draw 2 cards right now. 2 attack, 2 cards drawn. 1, 2. These Grazers get in my way. 1 more attack, 1 more draw. Zabu. Well, I might KO one of my operatives. So I got 1, 2, 3 more attack. I'm at 7. Taskmaster's at 10 again. Iron Man's exactly at 7. I could try to hit him, but I might fail. I don't know what's next. And I can't hit the other Mastermind is at 14. So, shoot. Do I take the chance on Iron Man? I should have put that twist second because then I would have known he was there. That would have been such a smart decision. I could have put Bullseye in. I would have known that there wouldn't have been no VP gain, and I could have hit him. I did, but I put the twist on top, Drufus, like an idiot. I put it on top because I'm like, oh, a free turn next turn. I should have flipped it for that reason I just said. It's not a gamble. I know that Bullseye is there, so I know I'm going to fail if I fight Iron Man, but I should have done it differently. Yeah, part of this game is realizing, oh, that thing I did before, I should have done it differently. But I'll fight what I can fight. I don't have Spectrum, so I've wasted all of Doctor's... There's 3 Doctor Spectrums, and I've wasted all their KOs. Every single one. You know. Say la vie. I'll play Zabu to KO a card from my hand. So, I'll KO this operative, get rid of Zabu, and that's my turn. Trudging along. Did I miss a special rule decision that explains why Taskmaster has 2 strikes? Yeah, so this is how we determined it. Can the Master Strikes be stacked next to... Can a single Master Strike be stacked next to both Masterminds at the same time? If you're taking it super literally, you can't stack one card next to 2 Masterminds in 2 different places, in 2 places, right? Just like if you're fighting Galactus, you can't both stack a strike next to the Mastermind and put it into the city, right? We had to move ahead, but I'm going to look up the ruling a little bit more after, because I'm not 100% on that. Okay, turn 31. There's Bullseye. I'm going to double or nothing and say recruit again. So he fails. Top card is... Oh, I would have failed the other way. He has both. Awful. So now he's a 9 attack. It does make things easier. But that's not necessarily why I went with that ruling. It means, you know, I went with the literal. Come on, can I hit a Mastermind? Can I hit a Mastermind? Don't have a rare. I really need a rare. I haven't seen a single rare this game for Zheng Zhu. Let's start with Thor Core. Or do I want to reveal Master Strikes to draw a card? I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that. But then I won't get an extra card draw next turn. Let's do it. Let's play the Thor Core first. That means I can't Waking Nightmare it. 2 recruit. I'll play Polaris. 2 piercing energy, draw a card. Dreams made real. Is it Moonlight? No, it's still... Well, it's almost Moonlight, actually. Yeah, we saw the wrong rare. Oh, man, I really wish I could do that. I got Whistling Arrow. Another shard. I can burn 2 shards to take something out of 2 VP, but there isn't, so I can't. So I gotta choose. Do I want an extra card next turn, or do I want to maybe draw a card? If I maybe draw a card, I might get what? I'll play. I would get 2, 3, maybe 4, maybe 5. It's not really. I think I'd rather draw an extra card next turn. Although I'm probably gonna have a pretty bad hand with all this good stuff right now. You know what? I'm gonna try to draw a card now versus later, because later is probably gonna be a bad hand. That's my guess. So I'll play Polaris first. Now I'll play Yondu. 1 attack, and we'll see if I get to draw a card. See if I made a fool of myself. Top 2 cards of the deck. Yep, there's a strike and there's Nighthawk. So I get 1 attack for the Master Strike. I gotta put these back before I do that. Yeah, let's put Nighthawk first. So I draw the card now for the Master Strike revealed, and it's just an agent. Of course it is. Of course it is. I've got 1, 2, 3 recruit. That's 7 recruit. We'll see if I can make it Moonlight. Although, I should not play 1 agent, so I can have room to discard it. Reversed. Yep, I've got 2, 4, 6. I'm going to go with the Pulse again, just because I'm trying to get 3 of them. even cost. All right, and I forgot that Black Bolt was there, but he is. So that does give me Moonlight. I have a 3, a 5, and a 3. It's just enough to be Moonlight. So I will now play Dreams Made Real. I don't think I played it yet. Yeah, I got 2 attack. 2 more attack. Moonlight, you may discard a card. If you do draw a card, I will discard the Shield Agent to draw another Black Bolt. It's going to be a bit more recruit. I have the Throne. I get 2 more recruit. I can spend it to get 2 more. I will. I'll spend it to get 6 total recruit. And I will Soaring Flight Subtle Attunement. Maybe give me some more KO power before it's too late. And, ooh, there's a good one, but we're still in Moonlight. Okay, yeah, I can't fight anything for 4 attack and 2. I guess I could spend a shard to hit a Thor core. Yeah, I got a strike coming. I should do it. I'm gonna get wounds. 1 attack, we'll take out the Thor core. We'll gain him. Kind of in my way, though. Okay, that's that. I have the Soaring Flight card. Okay, it's been a long day. It's been 3 hours stream, so unfortunately I don't have time to play this again if I lose. So we'll just see how I do. 4, 5, 6. How has this been going through? Oh, because I went over all the cards at the beginning. Anyway. But the good news is, even if I lose, I can't face Epic Taskmaster again, because I will have lost to him twice. Alright, this is going to be that Nighthawk before the Massive Strike happens. So Nighthawk comes in. One of the only Utopolis, if not the only one, was an ambush charge. While on the streets, rooftops, or bridge, he gets +4 attack. And then if he escapes, he becomes a Scheme Twist, which is really bad because I lose in the last one. He's not Batman at all. What are you talking about? All right, do I have any wounds to KO from my discard pile? I sure don't. So all I've got are 2, 4 attack and Scheme Hawk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 recruit. Not going the way I thought. I got another cool instinct card, but it needs a Guardian's trigger. I'll fight Nighthawk right now. Why not? Because he's in the sewers. Yeah. Oh, sewers. No, never mind. He gets +4 to the sewers. I have to move him over. So he's at 8. I misread sewers for some reason, but I got it. All right. So I'm going to take Subtle Attunement in hopes I can KO some stuff. Anticipate their movements will be great for holding off the scheme as long as I can, but I will take and Soaring Flight, Subtle Attunement. Oh, will it take me? Okay, so it takes you to discord.link. I gotta update that. For some reason, discord.link Discord doesn't like anymore. I'll place that. So just go to discord.bageltopgames.com. Hey, there's the rare. Discord.bageltopgames.com. That's where you want to go. And thank you. I'll update that. You're the first person to let me know that. So I will update it. Okay, that's it. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see if I can even get it. Yeah, it was discord.bageltopgames.com. I love the entire time that Nightbot's been shouting this out. It's been a battle this whole time. Thank you for checking it. I do appreciate that. I guess everybody watching is already there. All right, turn 33 is going to be that Master Strike, which is gross. Now, I've taken out enough Henchmen. I think I can give that training to Taskmaster now. What's really going to hurt is Zheng Zhu's effect. So let me do Iron Man and then Taskmaster and then kill me around. All right. Demolish each player. Doesn't matter if I do that before or after this card. Okay, 2 cost. So we do a demolish. No 2 costs here on the left. I'm going to demolish Zabu away. Okay. And this gets stacked next to Iron Man, but it's about to be moved over to Taskmaster right now. Here we go. He gets 1 more henchman training because I choose it to be that way. I've taken out a lot of them. And then if there are any henchmen in the city, each player gains a wound. There aren't, so we don't. Wonderful. So that was a henchman training, not a Uru weapon because that's where I've moved it. And this is the one that hurts, which means basically each player discards that. I should probably just keep not my non-graves, right? Because I'll have 4 recruit, 2 attack, and I can do a KO or I can do an extra card draw. Yeah. Yeah, especially when it doesn't show up till turn 33 and I'm going to lose to the scheme. So yeah, we'll discard another 3 over here on the left, right-hand side. It's going to hurt a bit more, but I'll get rid of operative, operative, operative. Zheng is like one of the worst to show up right now. Yeah, it's not great. All right, that was all the Master Strikes. Let's finish my turn. Thor Core first to recruit. Do I want an extra card now or KO? I don't know. I don't have a lot of time to KO stuff, but also all my good cards are my discard pile, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with the KO power. So we're gonna play Ride the Waves first, then we're gonna play Subtle Attunement. 2 attack, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. You may KO one of them. Oh, well, you know what? Fine, I'll KO the Thor Core. That's what you get. I'll put Yondu back, because I have to. Could have been a gray, but still. And I've got 4 recruit. I will pick up and Soaring Flight another Polaris. And that's the turn. I don't know if I'm surviving this one, folks. Those Masterminds came out too fast. I kept getting nerfed by Zheng. Turn 34 is, the penultimate scheme twist. I lose on the next twist. There are barely any cards left in the villain deck, and that's just the way it is. If Nighthawk escapes, I also lose, so we'll see if that happens. Well, here we go. Keen Senses, 1 attack. Keen Senses, 1 attack and a card draw. Also the lack of KO power. I wasted all the KO power from Spectre. Frenzied Slashing, 2 cards. 1, 2. That's 5 attack, 7 attack, 1 recruit. So I can't hit Nighthawk. I can't hit Bullseye. I might as well try to go for Iron Man, because what else am I going to do with this attack? Nothing, that's what. So I'm going to spend... I don't spend the attack yet. The way that the Uru-Enchanted works is you declare you're fighting the Uru-Enchanted enemy. He's got 2 weapons, though, so... Oh, no, he's got 1 weapon. I gave it to Taskmaster on purpose. All right, let's see what the top card of the villain deck is. If it's a twist, I'll be happy now and sad real soon. Top card of the villain deck is... Yep, there it is. So I lose on the next turn. So this is my last hurrah. At least I get to take out 1 more Mastermind before I go. Because he takes 7, so he's out of here. I got a tactic effect, though. Oh, it goes to the bottom? Oh, I forgot that. Yeah, you're right. Drufus is right. That's actually a really good thing. So Uru-Enchanted weapons are like a ton of lines of text, so I always forget that end part. But Drufus is right. The end of it says the revealed card goes to the bottom. Which means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 turns left, which, I mean, is something. But not a lot, because I haven't hit Taskmaster's tactics at all. So we'll see. That means that I'm going to have at least a good turn count for a losing game. Anyway, I took him out, though, so let's see what his tactic does. Thank you, Nightbot. Thank you, Dre. Yeah, the last part. Wait for the second half. See? Oh, no, the shortcut doesn't even say what to do with it. It's in the extra text. I cut it out because it was too much, I think. But yeah, it does go to the bottom. All right, here's the tactic. A bystander from the bystander stack becomes a master strike that takes effect immediately. And I can no longer... At least it wasn't a twist. I guess that could have been worse. But master strike time. So the Rockstar bystander is going to get stacked next to Taskmaster, which is weird. So there we go. That's so weird. So how do you end up stacking a bystander next to Taskmaster as a henchman training? That's how. One of those weird things. The Rockstar is a henchman trainer. Who would have thunk it? Okay, so let me keep track of this directly. I got to change the number of strikes from 5 to 6. First, almost reset to 0. That would have been really bad. All right, down to 6. Now I do the strikes. Zheng is going to do his thing. I can't nerf this hand any further. I've only got 1 card in my hand. But the other side is going to hurt. I got 7 cards. I got to discard to 3. So let me move these over for a moment so I can decide what to do. That's awful. If I want to hit Taskmaster, what's the best thing? I should probably keep Whistling Arrow so I can get a shard. Danger Sense, I know that the twist at the bottom. I can go Nightmare Wolves and one of these. That'll be 4 attack and a new card draw. Yeah, let's go with that. Hurts, though. Okay. These were all played already. I got 1 recruit left I didn't play, right? Now I don't remember where I got this first recruit. I might have already played this operative. I honestly don't remember. Taskmaster strike has to happen now. Yes, the Rockstar got stacked next to him as a henchman training. That's 4 henchman training. So that's going to be this button. Yep. No henchman in the city, no wounds. I think I might have played this operative because I can't quite pinpoint where I would have gotten that recruit from. So to be on the safe side, I'm not going to get another one. Might have been somewhere else, but I don't know. So let's keep going. Yeah, at least I tucked that, so... Wait, why does Mastermind Tactics say 1 out of 8? It should be 2 out of 8. Did I not press the Mastermind button at one point? I'm pressing it again. I don't know, maybe I... Oh, did I press the strike button by accident once when I hit Indestructible Man, or did I not press the button at all? I'll have to check how many strikes I got in the stack there. Maybe I have my count off. Let's move over for a second while I figure that out. So here's the strike stack. One of them is a bystander. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, I've played 5 strikes. So I don't know what I did for that other Mastermind, but we'll see. Here we go. Another Nighthawk. Okay, now I know I don't lose to the last pull. Oh, man, I really wish I could have shuffled more. I probably should have kept Indestructible Man around so we would put more villains back in, extending the game with just the one tactic. I really should have kept him. I recommend you keep him if you can. All right, let's Nightmare Wolves, 1 attack, because I can fight this Nighthawk in the bank. Sewers, rooftops, or bridge. Yep. So Interstellar Hunter, discard. So 3 more attack, and I draw Polaris. Okay. Should I... Yeah, I'm not going to burn shard, so I'm going to play Whistling Arrow for a shard, and I get to draw a card. We'll see if I get to chain. 2 Piercing Energy and a card draw. That's a reshuffle, which means these don't end up there. It's a bold move on my part. Because now... What if I got Pulse into Pulse? That would be amazing. I get Trooper. Nope. That's all I get. That's all I deserve. I can get 7 attack if I spend my 2 shards, but that's not enough to hit either thing because Taskmaster's at +8 or +4. He's at 9. And Zheng's was at 14 eternally, so I'm just going to hold on to my shards and hit Nighthawk for 4. That's 2 Scheme Twists. Thank goodness Nighthawk came out after Wizard's already gone. That one's still at 8. And I can't pierce anything, so... What's left? Well... 1, 2, 3 turns from now, I get to draw a lot of cards. Let's just put it that way. Or have a lot of cards. Before Zheng Zhu hits me again with that last actual strike. Okay. Jester. Okay, there's definitely at least 1 henchman left, so I'm not fighting. That'll speed the game up just 1 more turn. But he gets a bystander right now. Okay, no wounds to KO, but I can do the Mirage combo for once in my life here. One attack, you may have a Waking Nightmare. You get plus attack equal to the cost of card you discarded this way. If I discard Empathic Link with that, I set it aside. It goes to my next hand as an extra card. Probably should have gone all in on a Mirage strategy earlier, so I'll discard that for the Waking Nightmare, set it aside. I get 3 more attack, and I draw a new card. It is Polaris, which I get to activate. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. You may KO one of them, put the rest back in the order. Ooh, tough. I will KO Empathic Link. I don't want that many. 6, 7, 8, 9. Attack. Can't hit either Mastermind. Mastermind's at +6. Only had those shards over here. Taskmaster is so hard to hit, you guys. Nighthawk is also at 4 here. I can hit that Bullseye combo. So I will. Cost me 9. Bullseye is gone. Left hand's gonna gain Wordless Murmur for the range trigger. Yeah, that cost me all 9. Boy, I really needed Yondu to show up for those shards, but he just did not here. And I've got 3 Recruit, with which I will get an Empathic Link to replace the other one and refill the HQ. Another Polaris. So, Soaring Flight, Ride the Magnetic Waves is a very good early card. But she is showing up now. Very late into the game. And here's Empathic Link as my extra card. It's such a good early card. Now I have them all. Turn 37. Master Strike. The 6th Master Strike played this game. So nerfing my hands. Increasing the Henchman training. The end of the game. So 1 more Henchman training. Going up to 5. Right? Gross. No wounds, though. And then Zheng Zhu. Nerfed. Nerfed seriously. If I saw a rare at the beginning of this game, or at least when Zheng Zhu showed up, I would have gotten all officers to, like, recruited one. But I didn't see one, so I didn't do that. Well, let's just set up my next hand. So we're going to go... We'll keep all 3 of the recruit ones. All right, get rid of all 3 of these. Right-hand side. Although, Empathic Link works this way. It goes back into my hand as an extra card after this turn. So that's going to work. So I'll discard Empathic Link. It'll get set aside. That's nice. And I'll keep all my Instinct. So I like that. Okay, finishing my turn. That's 2, 4, 6 recruit and 2 extra cards at the beginning of next turn. I'm going to take Yondu because... Wait a second. What happens if you do this with the Thor core? You may do the fight effect of a henchman villain revealed this way. Don't defeat it. That's so weird. You gain it as a hero without defeating it? I guess that's what happens. That's the funniest thing. But Danger Sense is not going to help me that much more because I don't have that many cards left in the deck, so maybe not. I don't know. I'll take the other Polaris and Soaring Flight at the end of the game. No, I'll take Wordless Murmur because I don't want Black Bolt to yell at me. I really don't. Okay. I got 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Some good it'll do me. Now Mirage goes back into the hand on the other side. Mirage would have been great for all this stuff, but she didn't show up that much that early either. All right, turn 38 is Warrior Woman, who's going to charge 1 space, and if she escapes, she becomes a Mastermind. I'll also lose if Nighthawk escapes, so I got to take care of that. Let's draw some cards. Healing Factor. I am drowning in this game. That's 2 attack, no draw. 1 attack and a draw. Oh, that's 2 draws. I was going to draw the second one anyway. So 1 attack and a draw. I draw 2 soldiers. Or 1 soldier, 1 operative. I just accidentally drew 2 cards at the same time, but it's fine. I got 5 attack. There's 2 cards left. Is one of them a henchman? Because Nighthawk's at 8. One of them's got to be a henchman, right? Do I have to count them? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the escape pile. Hail pile's got 1. That's 5. I think there's 1 more in there. And then I don't think I have 5 recruited. So I'm pretty sure there's 1 more. Oh, I charge 1 space. Thank you very much. So if I fight Jester, all I do is make it so I lose 1 turn earlier. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Yeah, he knew he won. By the way, I played only 3, so he's actually at 8 attack right now, which I still can't hit. Wolverine could have won this game if I got enough keen senses and other cards, but nope. I won't even recruit anything. I'm just going to sadly end my turn. Because if I fight Jester, I'm just going to lose faster. Okay, I have... Oh, this is a great hand for the last turn where I'm going to lose on that turn and not be able to do anything. Look at this. Look at this hand. I got 2 Frenzied Slashings, 1 Keen Senses. I'm never going to be able to play that hand. This is my last hand. At least it's got 8 cards. And yeah, it was a Thor core. Yep. That was that last one. So by the way, with all the Henchmen training, they're at 8 attack. So I got 8, and no more 8 here, right? Sewers, rooftops, or bridge. All right. Let's get some final VPs, shall we? By the way, yeah, I didn't get to recruit a single rare this turn. It is Moonlight. So I will start with that, and we'll see how far we can get. Dreams Made Real, Mirage. Yeah, Sewers, rooftops, bridge. So Streets doesn't get any buff. Sears, rooftops, bridge. I will discard this Shield Agent, and I will draw a Thor core. Cool. I'm going to play Whistling Arrow for a 3rd shard. I can burn 3 shards to take out nobody except for Jester. But he's only 2 attack anyway. But I have to decide now. I got 2 Piercing Energy coming up. No point. Play the Pulse. 2 Piercing. Draw a card. 2 Thor core. So guess what I get? A bunch of Recruit. 2 Recruit. Thor core gives me 3 more. I'm up to 5 Recruit. Oh, I just didn't take the die off of him when he moved from the rooftops, right? And I just took it off just now. Is that what you saw? That's probably what you saw. Because he had 8 attack in the rooftops. Or just now. Did I just put it on just now? No, I didn't. I put it on Thor core. Anyway, we're all good right now. 1 attack, Gain Your Sense 2. The only card left in the deck is a Scheme Twist, so nothing. And I've got 4 attack. Wait, when he was in the rooftops? He gets +4 in the sewers, rooftops, bridge, right? He was just in the rooftops, so I couldn't have fought him then. Now he's at 4 attack. Am I missing something? Okay. So let's go. I've got 2 Piercing Energy. I can use that on Jester. I got 4 attack, and I can use that on Nighthawk. So that's a little more VP before I totally crash and burn. So let's go ahead and fight Jester for 2 Piercing Energy. Okay, only card left is a Scheme Twist, so take him out. Get a Bystander. And we'll spend my 4 attack on Nighthawk. That's okay. No, I think I just started the turn with him having the die moving over, and you must have caught that. Unless I did something totally wrong, but I don't think I did this time. Yep, so he's in the street, so I take him out for 4. Getting me a little more VP, and I will end my turn by getting 1 more Black Bolt. Being very sad I couldn't take out the last 2 Masterminds, especially Taskmaster at all. And, oh, wait. No, I would have only had 7 recruit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 2 more. I won't even do that. He was already there because of the charge. Oh, then I just forgot to take the die off him after the charge is the thing. Yeah, it didn't matter in the end. But yeah, that's the game anyway. Would have been the same number of VP. I'll draw a new hand. I don't know why. I'm officially made it to 40 turns. Look at me. I guess I had these shards I could have spent. But that's only 3. All right. Look at this awesome hand. Last card in the deck is the Scheme Twist. Thanks to the Uru-Enchanted weapon fight, but Twist 8 is evil wins. And that is it. Unfortunately, that's all I got. I am defeated. Sad I am defeated. But yes, that is the end of Epic Taskmaster. Since I've lost to him twice, I can no longer face his epic side. Which is the, you know, good news at all of this. All right, so let's go ahead and resolve the predictions, then count out my VP, and I have to get this set up for you as well as build up setup B. So please, your patience with that is appreciated. Let me go ahead and choose the outcome. It was a lose. There's some points for you. I believe I have a wheel spin to do. Roast, are you still here? If you are not still here, I will refund your points and we can spin another time. I believe that was you. Okay, you are here. Great. Let's spin for you. By the way, I have done a new... I put a new policy in place. If I spin twice and you don't want either prize, normally I would give up the prize to somebody in the Discord, in the Twitch chat, but now I'm going to move it to the Discord. People who don't make the streams might get a shot to get something. So here is your wheel, and then I'm going to send you over to other people. So stick around. Would love to pay forward the raid that we got. Let's spin for your wheel. I don't know why my main wheel is not working, but here it is. All right. Can I hide this so it's just the wheel? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Mr. Logic, thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate that. All right, so here's how it works. Roast, I think you know how this works. You get 1 spin. If you don't like the prize on there, you get a 2nd spin. If you don't like that one either, you can give it up to somebody else, or you can claim the 2nd one. Here we go. First spin. This one doesn't have sound. I gotta fix that. Ooh, it's the 10th anniversary. Which one? Which one? It is the 2nd Silver Surfer. The other one's already gone. Would you like to claim the 10th anniversary Silver Surfer? Oh, wait. Yeah, somebody claimed it, I think. I have to check. I think so. But we have this one. Would you like to claim this 10th anniversary Silver Surfer promo? If you do, it's all yours. Just send me a message about it. All right, you got it. Please DM me this promo and your mailing address. If I don't already have it. I think I already have yours, but I can't recall. So, well done there. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. If you want to check out all the What If cards I showed off earlier, you can go to newcardgallery.vageltopgames.com. And right now, I'm going to go ahead and send you over to another channel, hopefully one that's playing some board games. Oh, I don't know what he's playing, but our friend Pumpy Tutors is playing something. He does a lot of board games, so I'm going to send you over to him. He's awesome. And I will see you guys next Thursday for the next Randomizer stream. Hopefully not against Taskmaster again, but you never know. All right. Have a great rest of your week and weekend. I will see you in the Discord. Come by for all kinds of crazy things that we're doing. Thank you guys for coming by. And I look forward to seeing more from Gen Con, as well as the rest of you. 3rd time's the charm, yes. Take care, everybody. I'll have those setups up for you soon.